feeling. कैसे हो दोस्तों? How are you doing? Welcome to another stream where we are talking about football and other things in life. We will go over Pep Guardiola ki official announcement. We will go over the English squad which has just been announced. We will talk a little bit about Ronaldo winning his Saudi league. I'm very happy for him. And we will talk about Arsenal as usual. We'll talk about Arsenal as usual. Um, but there is nowhere else to begin, मेरे हिसाब से, um, than this picture of this guy, um, who is retiring now from essentially club football. दोस्तों, I'm sorry, this is might come as a shock, but the man has won everything. The man has won everything. The Premier League, he owns it. Bhai. He is the GOAT of the Premier League. He is one of the most influential managers we have seen in the sport. Some would say the best to ever do it. The best to ever do it. Bhai. He's won the Champions League with City. He put Manchester City on the European map. Bhai. First Champions League under him. Some people will say that, इतने सालों में सिर्फ एक चैंपियंस लीग जीता है with the amount of money City has. I think that's nonsense. चैंपियंस लीग जीतना कोई आसान बात नहीं होती. हमने अपनी पूरी हिस्ट्री में नहीं जीती. Yes, there are clubs who won 6, 7, 8, 10, whatever it might be. But Pep Guardiola put City on the European map. He's won a World Cup. He's won a Super Cup. He's won the FA Cup. He's won the Carabao Cup. He's won every single thing. Bhai. This guy is a legend of the sport, man. If you look at these are his honors in the 10 years in the Premier League. First of all, my opinion is that I think Pep assembled the greatest football team in Barcelona, but his best work as a manager has come in Manchester City. Look at this chat. League Cup in 2018, Premier League in 2018, Community Shield in 2018, League Cup, Premier League, FA Cup, Community Shield, League Cup, Premier League, Premier League, Premier League, FA Cup, Champions League, Super Cup, Club World Cup, Premier League, Community Shield, League Cup, FA Cup. He's won everything, bhai, and he's won it multiple time overs. 10 years में 20 trophy on an average of 2 trophies a year, दोस्तों. On an average of 2 trophies a year. That is Pep Guardiola's Manchester City. And a lot of City fans have been eating good by not only since Pep but pre-Pep also. For the last 10 odd years, Man City fans have been eating so good because they got the GOAT manager by. They got the GOAT manager. The GOAT manager delivered GOAT results. And bhai, the rest is history. The rest is history, as they say. It's a sad time that the Premier League is losing a manager like Pep Guardiola. It's a very big loss for Pep Guardiola, for the Premier League, that Pep Guardiola has left. It's a very bad loss for the Premier League that Jurgen Klopp left. Because, yes, now if you look at Premier League managers, there's going to be Arteta, there's Slot, there's Xabi, there's Iraola, I think, who will still stay in the Premier League. De Zerbi. बहुत अच्छे अच्छे मैनेजर्स आ रहे हैं प्रीमियर लीग में, बट पेप एंड क्लॉप एंड फर्गी, वेंगर, मुरीनियो जैसे मैनेजर्स नहीं है. So 100%, man. Huge loss for the Premier League, and it's kind of also mad that in the professional pyramid of English football, which means Premier League, Championship, League One, League Two, the most tenured manager in the top 4 divisions of football in England is Mikel Arteta, a guy who just started his job 7 years ago. He is the most tenured manager. The guy in his first job. It's crazy, bhai. I'm good, bhai. Aap kaise ho? How are you doing, my guy? Unexpected live indeed. Daksh goon करके गोरा हो गया. मैं सिर्फ शेव करा भाई. As an AC Milan fan, winning the PL seems like a better feeling than any top 5 league. It's hard work, bhai. 20 titles in 10 years, insane, bhai. Trauma is great. Trauma to diya, bhai. Pep ne, I don't think there is any club which has escaped Pep Guardiola ka trauma giving. I think all the years he beat us, all the years he beat Liverpool by a point, by 2 points, all the years he's been smashing Manchester United, Chelsea, Spurs, chalo Spurs. I think Spurs has the only Spurs is the only club that has given Pep Guardiola trauma. उसके अलावा Pep Guardiola has given trauma to everyone. So it's kind of mad, bhai. Still dropped 5 points against Spurs. That's what I'm saying. I think Spurs is the only club that has given Pep Guardiola trauma. But it's a big loss, man. And कुछ भी कहो, you have to respect Pep as a manager because you might think, yeah, whatever, money, checkbook manager, बहुत सारी, you can level a lot of accusations against Pep. You can level a lot of accusations against Pep. What you can't say about Pep is that he has not influenced the game or he's not changed the game. मैं आपको चैलेंज देता हूँ. आई थिंक अब प्रीमियर लीग की साइट पे जाके यू कैन वॉच ओल्डर फुल मैचेस देख सकते हो, या फिर बहुत पुराने पुराने मैचेस की भी हाइलाइट्स दिखा देते हैं वो. मैं कहता हूँ अगर आप forget 20 years ago, 15 years ago, just go back to the first 2 to 3 years of Pep and just see how different football feels compared to now. Now मतलब आज भी नहीं, लास्ट सीजन, उससे लास्ट सीजन, उससे लास्ट सीजन, लास्ट 3-4 साल में फुटबॉल इतना चेंज हो गया है. एंड लास्ट 3 साल में आई वुड से football has become very anti Guardiola in the sense that it has moved in a way which is not a very Pep like football. Right? Pep like football was control, domination, passes, slow build up, and then just crushing teams in their own box. Pep की team यही करती थी. Pep's team, what they used to do was they would have superior quality all over the pitch. You will have your Yaya Toures, your Kevin De Bruyne's, your Agueros, your Sterlings, your Sanes, uh, Haaland, Cherki, Foden. You'd have so many. Rodri. You have so many great technicians on the ball. And what they would do, what Pep Guardiola or Guardiolaism would do, is slowly build up, keep pushing the team into their own box, crowd out, like essentially आपने एक siege खड़ा कर दिया है उनके गोल के आसपास, and you just batter them and you batter them and you batter them and you batter them. स्टर्लिंग हमेशा कट इनसाइड कर, स्टर्लिंग या तो वाइड जाके कट बैक करता था या कट इनसाइड. गुंडोगान कहीं से डीप रन्स मार रहा है. डेब्रोइना की अमेजिंग बॉल्स, एग्वेरो, ऑल दोस फिनिशेस, बैलोट, लाइक ये सारे लोग, चलो बैलोट है तो प्री पेप है, बट व्हाट ऑल, डेविड सिल्वा, बर्नार्डो सिल्वा, ये सब लोग इतने अमेजिंग होते थे बॉल में that when City had the ball, you couldn't get it off them, and they would slowly walk you to your goal and they would score on you. And that's it. And for the last 3-4 years, football has moved away from that. Because what teams used to do, they were like, Koi baat nahi, the way to stop Pep is to defend strong. The way to stop Pep is defend strongly. They want to pin us in our box, we'll get pinned in our box, but we'll defend strong. And we'll make them work for every inch of space. And then the last 3-4 years, something changed. And teams said, now Pep Guardiola, you will not be allowed to build from the back itne aaram se. A lot of टीम सेट कि हम आपको मैन टू मैन मार्क करेंगे पूरे पिच पे, और आपको हर एक स्पेस के लिए आपको नहीं लड़ना पड़ेगा, आपको टाइम ऑन द बॉल के लिए लड़ना पड़ेगा. एंड दैट इज वेयर फुटबॉल इज टुडे. इमेजिन imagine having such a big impact on the game that not only did you influence football in a way how to play the Guardiola way, but then you also ended up having a counter meta to it, how to break Guardiola football. And so this is what I'm saying, guys. Ki like football has moved in such a different way that Guardiola ne, essentially from his first time in the league, created a team which was technically dominant. His second, then he created a lot of people say कि Alex Ferguson ने 3-4 टीमें खड़ी कर दी different eras में और सबके साथ successful है. I would argue Pep Guardiola created 3 iterations of his team, and it is only his fourth one which really failed to win consecutive league titles. I think when Guardiola played with Cancelo and Zinchenko, it was a different team compared to when he played with somebody else in fullbacks or somebody else in midfield or somebody else in attack. He went from high touch strikers to false nine strikers to cutting inside wingers to other Jack Grealish kind of wingers. He's created 3 different teams at least, I would say, in his entire 10 years at Manchester City. And when he was asked to create a fourth different team with these guys, when the Bernardos got old, when Foden dipped in form, when the centre back started getting injured, when the like this is his fourth iteration of a team. Donnarumma like goalkeeper who is not great at his feet, but can shortstop and become very decisive. A jerky maverick like player, somebody who's high touch but will also do crazy things on the pitch. A low touch striker like Haaland. Wingers who are just very different. Doku is probably very reminiscent to his previous wingers, but Sterling and Sane were just mad wingers. So I would say he's created at least three teams in his tenure at Manchester City. The fourth one failed. The fourth one failed for 2 consecutive years in terms of delivering the Premier League. Of course, they still had a great season with two trophies, two domestic cups that they've ended up getting. Yeah, Ake and Walker is different. Zinchenko and Cancelo is different. बहुत सारी चीजें इसने ट्राई करी. अकांजी को बीच में ले आया था, गुंडोगन से खेलता था, याया टूरे से खेलता था, फिर रॉड्री से खेलने लग गया. De Bruyne हमेशा से कांस्टेंट रहा है. This guy is crazy, भाई. So he tried to create another iteration of a team with Gehi, with Kushanov, with Diaz, it's still at the back, with Aid Nouri, again, a sort of fullback that I don't know, like Pep would ever sign, with Tejani, with Cherki, with Savio, with Haaland and Marmoush and Semenyo, very different wingers. He tried to create an iteration of a team, but just couldn't do it, I'd say. And so he is one of the best. He is one of the best, not in the league, not in Europe. He is the best, period. मेरे लिए तो the way he's gone about everything in football is crazy, bhai. And so for a lot of fans, for a lot of you in the chat, four in a row beats all, 100%, bhai. It'll never be repeated again. For a lot of you in the chat here, this is a sign of how times change. Salah leaving, Robertson leaving, Klopp left, Guardiola leaving. So many people just leaving what we are familiar with. So many people leaving with what we are familiar with. And like I said, it's time. Time will keep on moving forward, bhai. You will have things to hold on to. When Liverpool fans see Klopp, they get emotional. Similarly, now City fans will see Pep and they'll get emotional. But like Pep said in his announcement, he knew it was up, bhai. He knew the time was up. And I see it, I hear it. When people say Pep is not a genius, he always has the luxury of brilliant players and a club with big pockets. I hear when people say that. I don't think money is the decisive factor over here. Um, Quite simply because over a 5-6 year period, everyone spends a billion. Everyone spends a billion. If you include wages, most clubs spend billions in 3 to 4 years on players. It's not that. I'm sorry. I don't think it's not that. I think you're right if that he has the luxury of failing and then rectifying it with pesa that Klopp would not have, or somebody said Wenger might not have, and all that stuff. Um, but there's a reason why club with big pockets will choose Pep Guardiola, because he is transformative. There's a reason Luis Enrique is the most sought out manager and he's at PSG right now, right? He has the luxury to buy the players he wants and play the football he wants. If you look at Klopp had to adjust to the players he had. Arteta had to adjust to the players he had. Slot had to adjust to the players he has. Mourinho will have to adjust to the players he has. That is like saying Barca and Madrid managers are have the easiest jobs in the world because any player will love to sign for Madrid and Barca. That is not true. Like I said, अगर आपने फुटबॉल को इस लेवल तक इन्फ्लुएंस कर दिया है कि बच्चे बिल्डिंग आउट फ्रॉम द बैक करते हैं, that is called influence. That is cultural influence. Yes, I read about this. So there will be a Guardiola statue. होना ही था. If Gundogan and De Bruyne and all these guys are getting, Guardiola का तो होना ही था. And they're also naming a stand after him. Hand of Arsenal was, as always, right. But as a very famous manager said, eras come to an end, and this is the end of the Pep Guardiola era. Whose era is it next? We don't know. It's very premature to say अब इस टीम का era है, इस manager का era है, जिसका भी era है. You always get seduced by recency to say, oh, it's Arsenal and Arteta's era, or it's Slot's and Liverpool's era. We all do that. We're all हम सबकी उसमें होती है एक नहीं नहीं नहीं, आई एम टेलिंग यू दिस, it is the era of managed for Mick, managed for Mick. Let's see bhai, let's see. I would love nothing more, but football is strange bhai. You never know. If you've read Arsenal content, and so not watched, if you've read the Arsenal content, Sam Dean ka article, Athletic ka article, you would see that Arteta and Arsenal planned for this. They planned a 2024 to 2027 की विंडो जहां पे आर्सेनल को जीतना था, 2028 की विंडो जहां पे आर्सेनल को जीतना था, एंड हम जीत गए. I'm sure other clubs will plan like that as well. I'm sure Chelsea will plan like that. I am sure Liverpool and Manchester United will plan like that. हर club plan करेगा. Everyone wants to be the next one up, and they will have the luxury of not repeating the mistakes that Arsenal and Arteta made. So we'll see. We'll see. Nobody argues that Ronaldo and Messi always played for the best clubs. That's why they're not the greatest in the 20th century. But when it is comes to Pep, this argument comes. Yeah, look, here's the thing. 23 to 27 window. Thank you so much, Crazy Spotlights. So, like I said, yeah, Pep is a genius. I think he is the Michael Jordan of football. Um, he has big cultural relevance. He has changed the sport. Um, but that does not mean that cultural icons will stop coming up. There will be people who will influence the sport in their own ways, some to the enjoyment of others and some to the detriment of others. If if somebody else comes up, if Shabi comes up, if Arteta comes up, and they influence English football in a way that you might like or you might not like, doesn't matter. Influences are always there in football. Mourinho is an influence. Um, Pep is an influence. Klopp is an influence. Wenger is an influence. Everyone's an influence by. For an Arsenal era, we will have a very good window, not like the 24-25. We need a 23-24 kind of window by. But I think it all depends on Josh Kroenke. It all depends on Josh Kroenke. If he is serious about building a dynasty, let's see. Pep is the best modern manager to embrace the Premier League, and he's the best thing that has happened to EPL and made the league more competitive. I agree. Just imagine for 1 second if Pep Guardiola did not come to the Premier League, doston, English football would be so different. Not only in terms of how we see and play, and whether it's building up from the back or possession, everyone being obsessed with field tilt and beautiful football or whatever that might be. For Premier League would be very, 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 very different. We don't know if it would be better or worse, but it definitely would be different. It's not only the style of play he has managed to change, it's also what the expectations from teams are. आप उसने स्टैंडर्ड्स ऑफ द प्रीमियर लीग को इतना हाई कर दिया है. I will go on to say that जितना outpouring of emotion and happiness and joy जो सारे Arsenal fans आजकल experience कर रहे हैं about winning the Premier League, इतना high emotion इसलिए ही आया है because Pep Guardiola and Klopp made it so difficult to win it. He made it so difficult to win it, bhai. He's made it to the point where at some point 97 points were not enough. 90 plus points were not enough. He made the league so unrealistically difficult that जब हम गेम वीक 5 में लिवरपूल से हारे थे, हमें लगा सीजन खत्म हो गया. Every dropped point feels like you are end of the race. That is a mental place to put a Premier League team in. That makes it a mental place to put the Premier League team in. And listen, he might say anything. Like today he made a very good statement. Wait, let me see if I can find it. I genuinely think he believes this as well. The best thing about Pep Guardiola is that he's very magnanimous in defeat, and he's such a gent. He said, I don't agree with people saying league is not good this season or the winner will not be good. I don't agree. It's tougher. It's really, really tough. Look at Wolves bottom, and I see them and how tough it is. Arsenal could not win. We did not win at Wolves. We needed 2 own goals to beat them at home, and they drew with us away. They beat Aston Villa. They beat and Unai Emery is one of my mirrors as a manager. I learned a lot from watching him. Incredibly well prepared. Look at Forest individually, player by player. How are they struggling? He's right. गिब्स वाइट, डैन एंडोय, मुरीलो, मिलेंकोविच, बहुत अच्छे इंडिविजुअली प्लेयर्स है, बट दे वर नियर द बॉटम ऑफ रेलिगेशन फाइट में थे एक पॉइंट पे. And I'm pretty sure it's for emotional issues no more. Sometimes the dynamic expectations last season Europa League for nothing were not in the UCL, and expectations that I don't know. The thing is, all teams have really good players, bhai, and all teams have decent, matlab, at least European top level managers to have, bhai. Um, and it's tough, bhai. It's tough. Ups, can you like in put if you've been watching Premier League for a long time, put yourself 6 years ago. Could you imagine Bournemouth being a team that will cause problems for City? आप नहीं कर सकते थे. स्कॉट पार्कर था बोर्नमथ का मैनेजर, भाई कुछ नहीं था बोर्नमथ में. बोर्नमथ का स्टेडियम का साइज देखो आप लोग. द लीग इज एट अ स्टेज वेयर आर्सेनल जैसी टीम कैन एक्सपेक्ट बोर्नमथ एंड एवर्टन आज कुछ होगा भाई, आज कुछ होगा. यार, this is true. Spurs is the richest, the most one of the most money making clubs from matchday revenue in the league. It took three transfer windows, I would say, of bad decisions, neglect, underpreparedness, and other teams just pushing the envelope in the right direction. खत्म. इस लीग में if you slip in this league, it is over for you. It is over for you because you don't slip जैसे पहले होता था. You don't slip from second to fourth or second to fifth. Now you slipped mid-table, straight up mid-table. A lot of people are very happy about Manchester United season this season because they did really, really well. People forget Manchester United finished 16th last season or 15th last season. Spurs have back-to-back near the bottom of the table finishes, bhai. Are you mad? भाई ये institutions of football हैं. Wait. The एक second, yeah. The weird part about the league is everyone knows it's tough. To the point where clubs, when I said Chelsea fans, Conference League or no Europe, all Chelsea fans are saying no Europe, no Europe, no Europe, because Conference League they feel is a waste of time. But do you realize that even asking this question, where teams are now at a place where they understand it is possible for big institutions like Chelsea not to have Europe? It's crazy, bhai. It's crazy. Chelsea, United, Spurs. Next season, Chelsea will not have Europe. Next season, Spurs, if they stay up, will not have Europe. I understand. I understand what the entire thing is. मेरा point है, पहले it was given that Arsenal, Chelsea, United, City, Spurs ये सारे तो यूरोप में होंगे. अब नहीं है. It's not guaranteed. It's not guaranteed. At least one of the big six will miss out. And इस सीजन आठ यूरोपियन प्लेसेस है और हम कह रहे हैं एटलीस्ट वन ऑफ द बिग सिक्स विल नॉट बी देयर इन यूरोप. सो भाई it's bizarre. It's bizarre. And the reality is the league has become better as a talent hub, as a hub for managers, and the standards by everyone saying अब सबके 90 प्लस पॉइंट्स नहीं आते. मुश्किल है भाई. मैं नहीं जाना भाई. आप मुझे ऑनेस्टली बताओ एज एन आर्सेनल फैन, अगर सिटी बोर्नमथ को हरा देती, ठीक है, और हम लास्ट डे पे सेलहर्स्ट पार्क पे जाते, आप कितने कॉन्फिडेंट थे कि हम लीग जीत रहे थे? क्योंकि क्योंकि अगर बोर्नमथ से जीत जाती सिटी, आई थिंक दे वुड बी व्हाट दे वुड बी 2 पॉइंट्स बिहाइंड अस. हमें सेलहर्स्ट पे जीतना पड़ता, हम ड्रॉ भी नहीं कर सकते थे. बट ब्रो, सेलहर्स्ट पार्क पे फाइनल डे पे जाना while सिटी प्लेयर ड्रंक एस्टन विला वाज जेन्युइन जेपर्डी फॉर अस भाई. Was genuine jeopardy for us. So yeah, man, I don't know. The league is in a very nice place right now. The league is a very nice place where, sorry to say, yes, Villa and Newcastle and Forest and some of the other clubs, Brighton and Bournemouth, can't spend the money that Arsenal, City, Chelsea, Liverpool, um, all these guys, Spurs also can spend. United, ये लोग इतना नहीं कर सकते. I 100% agree. But these guys, a Newcastle United can burn money on Voltemade, Visa, Elanga, and whoever the fuck they bought this season, and they will still not die. In previous seasons, for these clubs, first of all, spending this amount of money was not an option. ठीक है? This amount of money is not an option. But now it's an option. It's an option to the point where you can burn through an entire campaign and have Visa, Voltemada, Elanga, all these guys. Elanga was 55, Voltemada was around 90, Visa was around 65, 70, Fior, सही बोला, ये सब लोग आप खरीद सकते हो, एक प्लेयर सही होगा and it's done. All the protagonists from Newcastle United are either Villasula, Sandro Tonali, Bruno Guimaraes, थोड़ा बहुत Fior. That's it. That's it. Lewis Hall. So, भाई प्रीमियर लीग में अब सबके पास पैसा है, सबके पास पैसा है. कुछ के पास थोड़ा ज्यादा है, बट सबके पास इतना पैसा है कि वो टॉप क्वालिटी प्लेयर्स ला सकते हैं. मलिक थियो कोई छोटी मोटी टीम से नहीं है, वो एसी मिलान से आया है. सैंड्रो टोनाली एसी मिलान का फ्रेंचाइज प्लेयर था. ब्रूनो गिमारेश लियोन का फ्रेंचाइज प्लेयर था. निक वोल्टमार्डा, ठीक है, ही इज मिसयूज्ड हिम भाई, बट ही इज एन अप एंड कमिंग जर्मन स्ट्राइकर यार. सो दैट्स व्हाट आई एम सेइंग. Pep Guardiola's influence on the Premier League is so much beyond just the 4-3-3 false nine winger cutting inside. Pep Guardiola's influence on the Premier League is competition, is eyeballs, is quality, is everything. And then there was a meta shift. कि Pep Guardiola, down with Pep Guardiola football, हम उसको सांस लेने की जगह नहीं देंगे. सब लोग आ गए मैन टू मैन मार्किंग में, गैस्परिनी लेवल मैन टू मैन मार्किंग. एंडी न्यूरोला came in. Glasner came in and broke Pep's system. Arteta went full physical against him. सारे एंटी पेप गुआर्डियोला स्टाइल ऑफ फुटबॉल में आने लग गए. That's what I'm saying, yeah. So it's mad, bhai. It's mad. So respect to him, bhai. Respect to him from changing the Premier League. Respect to him for making the Premier League what it is. For better or worse. For better or worse. There will always be questions that the detractors will put. The 115, the money he spends, the failures and all that stuff. But yeah, I don't think you can. मेरे हिसाब से तो I can't shut down this thing. All right. We are screwed if England goes deep into the World Cup after playing all cup games and UCL almost all English Arsenal players and England. We'll talk about it. We'll talk about England. Next season kit is 5 on 10. The strips has made it worse. I will put the PL patch on this season's kit. Okay, you can do that. I saw the kit in person. I liked it, bhai. I don't know if you've seen it live here, but I think when you wear it, it actually looks much nicer. If you're talking about the collar strips, I think it looks nice on me. At least on me, it looks nice. And I would recommend you check out a full sleeve kit, bhai. The full sleeve kit looks sexy as fuck, bhai. Do you think we would get a superstar signing after the most profitable season and winning in the Prem? Depends on what superstar is available, my guy. कितना डिप्लोमेटिक बनेगा भाई. जो चीज जिंदगी में अच्छी हो, मैंने इतनी चीज सीखी, जो चीज जिंदगी में अच्छी हो उसको अप्रिशिएट करना चाहिए, चाहे आपके अगेंस्ट ही हो. मेरा प्यार आर्सेनल के लिए हमेशा सबसे ज्यादा रहेगा, बट आई कैन अप्रिशिएट पेप गार्डियोला, आई कैन अप्रिशिएट यर्गन क्लॉप, आई कैन अप्रिशिएट गुड थिंग्स इन लाइफ. इट डजंट मेक मी डिप्लोमेटिक और एनीथिंग. if I only love chicken in my life और किसी ने मुझे बहुत मस्त लैम्ब बिरयानी खिलवा दी, तो मैं इसमें डिप्लोमेटिक क्या हो जाऊंगी, अच्छी बनी भाई, लैम्ब बिरयानी भी मस्त है. This season's point stable, Arsenal, City, United, because only one match. Villa, Liverpool all have stable projects for long time. देखते हैं यार मोक्ष भाई. देखो यार, it's never really given. All of us thought that after the summer that Liverpool had, they are running away with the league. By Florian Wirtz, one of the most in-demand creative midfielders, उन्होंने ले लिया. Alexander Isak, one of the most sought-after strikers in England, उन्होंने ले लिया. उसके बाद उन्होंने Hugo Ekitike ले लिया, a great and up-and-coming French striker. उसके बाद उन्होंने मिलोस करके लिया, बोर्नमथ का अमेजिंग लेफ्ट बैक, एंड येरेमी फ्रिम्पोंग एक बुंडेसलीगा विनिंग अमेजिंग स्पीडी राइट बैक. ठीक है, ट्रेंट चला गया और whatever happened, Trent was left, whatever, but it felt like a Premier League winning manager को आपने ऐसे बैक किया है. आपको याद है एक दिन फ्रिम्पोंग आ गया था, नेक्स्ट डे तक एकिटी के कंफर्म हो गया था, फिर करकेस कंफर्म हो गया था. इट वाज लाइक 3 या 4 दिन में उन्होंने 3 साइनिंग कंफर्म कर दी थी ऐसे. एंड इट वाज लाइक व्हाट द मामा डाशविली आ रहा है भाई, मामा डाशविली क्या बढ़िया बंदा है मामा डाशविली. एवरीबडी थॉट कि भाई ये तो लिवरपूल का सीजन है. इट्स नॉट इजी भाई, इट्स नॉट इजी. We'll talk about it, Anvesh bhai. Give me around 15-20 minutes to talk, take a little bit of chats, and then we'll talk about the English squad. Okay? Improve a lot before that Madrid, Barca, Atletico, Europe में dominate करते. Pep changed England forever. If only had not managed a sports washing institution, he joined the dark side. Everyone here, I think, Pratik bhai, has skeletons in their closet. Bhai. But I agree with the sports washing thing. वैसे यार एमरी की भी तारीफ करनी पड़ेगी. What a great project manager he is. Like I said, when Emery has less expectations, he will always deliver. But whenever you put serious expectations on Emery, then it becomes a big problem. I respect Emery, bhai, but I will never respect the opinion that he was better for Arsenal than Arteta. Next season, wise, everyone calling out Tuchel for not picking up Ford and Palmer. They both have been crap. What's the issue there? And Trent has been injured for 70% of the season. I will also start this and we will talk about England because I really want to talk about England. I think Arteta will improve. Bhai, you should watch that Sky interview, man. The guy is so self-aware about our attacking problems. The guy is so self-aware of where our strengths lie. Bhai, you should watch that Sky interview with Arteta that he's done. आज या कल में ही आया वो. If Arsenal don't get Barcola, that would be a huge fumble. If Barcola is available, brother, then it's fine. See, a lot of times transfers are so complicated. Do you remember, Maicon bhai, how available it seemed that Rodrigo was available in the summer? Both City and Arsenal were after Rodrigo. The guy was not starting in the Club World Cup. Sharpie had benched him. He was doing nothing. His papa was creating a scene. And it looked like he's going to move. He looked like it's going to move because Mbappe and Vinicius के पैरों पे ये सारा टीम खड़ा हो जाएगा. Mbappe, Vinicius झूठ संभालेंगे इस टीम को. रोड्रिगो भाड़ में जाने दो. उन्होंने मास्तन तोनो भी ले लिया. इनके पास ब्राहीम भी है, सब भी है. ठीक है. And then he did move. He said, I love it here. I will stay here. बस खत्म. That's it. Nico Williams to Barca looked like हो ही गया. Available भी है, छोड़ना भी है. बारसा पीछे भी पड़ी हुई है. सब agree भी हो गया. Ends up signing a 10-year contract with him, with Athletic Club. So we might think that Barcola is available, but transfers are barely like that. Yeah. What would be a game of the season in the Premier League? Oh, that's tough. There's an Arsenal game of the season. If there's an Arsenal game of the season, I'd say the Villa Park, Villa के against जो हम जीते थे home पे. No, Newcastle United, St. James's Park. 100% Newcastle United, St. James's Park. But otherwise, game of the season has to be some United game, man. United games have been so ऊपर नीचे all season, man. United have been involved in some absolutely brutal losses and absolutely brutal wins. Krupi's a SS from what I watched. I don't know if he'll be the lone CF. देखते प्रतीक भाई, do you remember that Leverkusen striker we came up against, Christian Kofane? I think we're in for him as well. Krupi से बात करेंगे, but I think it's too expensive. There's obviously going to be changes in the wing. I think the priority will be a winger, a midfielder to take minutes of Declan. A right back because I think Ben is broken and Timber is also sort of getting broken. Let's see who we get at right back as well. I think we'll go for a young centre back because the time is nearing where we need to replace Magalash in the next 2 to 3 or 4 years. Liverpool have already started. Bhai, they got Jeremy Jake, who we were very interested in. And if you're interested in players like Jeremy Jake, Joel Ordonez and all these guys, then definitely we're looking for a young centre back as well. ये सब ट्विटर टॉक्स चलती रहेगी. कैन यू टेल मी मरेस्का टैक्टिकल सेटअप फॉर अस, एंड कुछ प्लेयर्स एग्जिट एंट्री होगी क्या इनकमिंग विंडो? विल टॉक मोक्ष भाई अबाउट मरेस्का व्हेन ही गेट्स कंफर्म्ड. आज मैं मरेस्का पे उतना टाइम नहीं डालूंगा. आई विल टॉक टुडे अबाउट पेप के, हमने बात कर ली काफी, almost half an hour. We'll talk about the English squad, we'll talk about Arsenal, and I think that should be it भाई. जुबी का ही देख लो 2 साल पहले आपके साथ. एग्जैक्टली भाई, एग्जैक्टली. दक्ष भाई अब अपकमिंग सीजन में थोड़ा कंसिस्टेंट वीडियो शुरू करो. यू टॉक मोर सेंस नॉट डिप्लोमेटिक टॉक सेंस. करना होगा यार, बट द थिंग वाज This season was such a weird season to cover Arsenal, man. Like, but now I think with the pressure lifted and everything, I think थोड़े Arsenal fans भी शांत हो जाएंगे, and it'll be a fun experience. It stopped being fun for me this season, bhai. We will get there. We will get there, bhai. We will get there. Elliot Anderson signing will completely change Man City. I don't know, man. Let's see. Um, do you guys think Elliot Anderson still goes to City? Because now Man United is talking to Ederson. Pep is not there at City. Do you think Elliot Anderson changes his mind? Or do you think, no, no, Viana will secure him? And Maresca will be fine with him as well. I can't lie. If Arsenal is serious, get him, bhai. If Arsenal is serious, get him. Although we want a creative guy, but get Elliot Anderson, bhai. No chance. No chance. He will be the first player that will be binned by Maresca. James Trafford season is beginning. भाई एंजो मरेस्का ने बोला था कि अगर अगर रॉब सैंचेज ने बॉल लंबी खेली ही विल बी बेंच्ड. दोस्तों आपने डोनारुमा को देखा है ऑन द बॉल? भाई डोनारुमा के साथ वही होने वाला है जो हार्ट के साथ हुआ था. ही इज गोना बी मूव्ड भाई. एंजो मरेस्का आएगा, बोलेगा डोनारुमा स्टार्ट डूइंग कीपी अप्स, start giving water to James Trafford. I have a feeling that Donnarumma ain't going to be the number one for Manchester City. Donnarumma ain't going to start, bhai. Bhai, all I needed to see with Donnarumma on the ball was when Havertz scored against Manchester City. जब equalize किया था. Even though City ended up winning the game, bhai, the amount of pressure that Donnarumma ends up taking, bhai, please. Trafford को number one बना देंगे. I feel so bad because I thought अगर पेप एक सीजन रुकता है, ट्रैफर्ड को या तो खिलाना शुरू कर देगा तो ठीक है, वरना ले लो ट्रैफर्ड को बिकॉज केपा को निकालो, ट्रैफर्ड को लो एंड धीरे धीरे 2-3 साल बाद राया को रिप्लेस करके ट्रैफर्ड को लाओ. बट अब वो तो खत्म हो गया. शॉर्ट स्टॉपिंग कॉम्पनसेट्स फॉर इट. भाई ट्रैफर्ड इज अ ग्रेट शॉर्ट स्टॉपर मैन. लोग ऐसे बोल रहे हैं जैसे ट्रैफर्ड के मतलब निठल्ला सा है. भाई ट्रैफर्ड इज अ ग्रेट शॉर्ट स्टॉपर. ही इज ग्रेट एट क्लेमिंग क्रॉसेस एंड ही इज अमेजिंग विद हिज फीट. Rob Sanchez is better with the ball at his feet than Gigi. There's not a hot take, bhai. Anderson deal is almost done. Chalo, then it's fine. Raya is hitting start. Nine, not right now, bhai. We start replacing Raya when he hits 33. Bhai, the guy has to still win at least 2 more golden gloves with us, bhai. If he wins 1 more golden glove, I think he becomes the only keeper in Premier League history to win 4 consecutive golden gloves. Donnarumma is going to replace that Courtois hand in future. Mark. I think Donnarumma goes to Spain, bhai. Not Spain, sorry. Donnarumma goes to, yeah, either he'll go to Madrid or he's gonna go to Italy, man. He's gonna go back to He's gonna go to either Juve or Mike Maignan ko replace karne. He's gonna go back to Milan. But his salary is just so tough, man. His salary is so tough. He's gonna go back to Milan by his childhood club. मैन्योन को रिप्लेस करने के लिए, या फिर वो इंटर भी जा सकता है. इटली क्लब्स में चलता रहता है ना थोड़ा सा इंसेस्ट कि जो इंटर के लिए खेलता है वो मिलान के लिए भी खेला हुआ है. सो ही माइट जस्ट गो अगर वो सॉमर वगैरह को रिप्लेस कर रहे हो. I am very curious about this guy, by the way, at City. What happens to a few players? I want to really see what happens with Marmoush. I want to see what happens with Tijani. I want to see what happens with Ryan Knight Nouri. Because मैं बता रहा हूँ, आप एक्सपेक्ट तो ये कर सकते हो कि एंजो मरेस्का कुछ चेल्सी प्लेयर्स तो खरीदने वाला है. एंड अगर आप उन चेल्सी प्लेयर्स को बोलोगे तुम सिटी के लिए खेल सकते हो, वो भाग के आएंगे भाई. अगर आप कुकुरेया को बोलोगे तू आ जाएगा सिटी में, आ जाएगा वो सिटी में. कुकुरेया अगर लेना चाहे एंजो मरेस्का ले सकता है. आई डोंट नो वो एंजो फर्नांडिस को लेगा. आई डोंट थिंक काइसेडो अचीवेबल है. आई थिंक दे विल ट्राई एंड गेट Achampong. It is in line with City's recruitment and it is somebody that Maresca might fail. मुझे बस ये देखना है कि चर्की अंडर मरेस्का कैसे होगा, बिकॉज पामर अंडर मरेस्का वाज अ बिट डिफरेंट भाई कंपेयर टू पोचेटिनो. पामर नहीं आएगा एंड ट्रस्ट मी मोक्ष भाई, यू डोंट वांट हिम. यू हैव चर्की एनीवे भाई. कोलविल नहीं जाएगा, कोलविल नहीं जाएगा, कोलविल नहीं जाएगा. आचेम्पोंग माइट लीव, कोलविल एंट लीविंग भाई. Honestly, it all depends on how Shabi starts and Shabi किसको untouchable and ये सब बना देता है. So yeah, Reece ain't leaving भाई. Reece loves Chelsea way too much. So yeah, Tijani, Ryan Nouri, Donnarumma. I want to see what happens with these guys भाई. and Marmoush. Marmoush would be very interesting to see what happens. It's kind of mad that Marmoush was brought to City last January for God knows what money and crazy amount of wages. So yeah, Savinho, you never know, bhai. You never know. All depends on what Enzo Maresca is going to do at Man City. What kind of football he's going to play. He's going to play the same football he played at Chelsea, and he's going to be a good tactical mastermind. The thing which I'm very interested to see in Enzo Maresca is कि जब वो Chelsea में खेलता था, he had a lot of bachas to play with. He dominated when it came to the Wolves and the Burnleys and all the chotu motu teams. He dominated them. But he had to play like the underdog when it came to the Cities and the Liverpools and the Arsenals. Um, बिकॉज बच्चे थे एंड स्क्वाड क्वालिटी उतनी नहीं थी. अब उसके पास टॉप डॉग स्ट्राइकर है, टॉप डॉग सेंटर बैक्स है, टॉप डॉग कीपर है, टॉप डॉग मिडफील्ड है. वेल नॉट टॉप डॉग मिडफील्ड बट ही विल हैव अ डिसेंट मिडफील्ड एटलीस्ट. बट टॉप डॉग फॉरवर्ड्स तो हैं उसके पास. एंड सो वही देखना पड़ेगा व्हाट मरेस्का डज. ऑलराइट, लिटिल बिट मरेस्का डन. लेट मी सी इंग्लैंड स्क्वाड. ओके, एंड here it is, दोस्तों. I'm gonna share it. Let's hope you guys can see it as well. Here is the England squad for the World Cup 2026, dosto. Dean Henderson, Jordan Pickford, James Trafford. This guy, Jordan Pickford, is going to be number 1, Dean Henderson number 2, and Trafford number 3. साथ ही स्टील को ले जा रहे हैं जो ब्राइटन से है एज अ ट्रेनिंग गोलकीपर. ठीक है. For defenders, it's Dan Burn, Mark Gahey, Reece James, Ezri Konsa, Tino Livramento, Nico O'Reilly, Jarrell Kwanzaa, Jed Spence and Johnny Stones. मिडफील्ड में है एलियट एंडरसन, जूड बेलिंगम, एबेरे एजे, जॉर्डन हेंडरसन, कोबी मेनो, डेक्लन राइस एंड मॉर्गन रॉजर्स. And forwards is Anthony Gordon, Harry Kane, Noni Malfukie, Marcus Rashford, Bukayo Saka, Ivan Toney, Ollie Watkins. So from the people who have missed out, there is no Cole Palmer, there is no Harry Maguire, there is no Lewis Hall, there's no Morgan Gibbs-White, there's no Adam Wharton, there's no Phil Foden, there's no Bowen, there's no Scott, there's no Trent, there is no Shaw, there is no Tomori, and there's no Miles Lewis-Kelly. Thoughts on the England squad for the World Cup, dosto? Thoughts on the England squad, and I'll also start taking chats now about this. Cole has been playing shit for years, so no surprises. Also, I don't think he's. I think Cole Palmer should have gotten that surgery, bhai. So Cole, why is Noni in the squad? Profiles, bhai. देखो, नॉनी की जगह आप कौन से राइट विंगर को लोगे? बोवन को ले सकते हो मे बी. That's basically it. I would say the people I would have wanted in this squad are Lewis Hall and Harry Maguire. कोल पामर का नहीं होना जस्टिफाइड है, फिल फोर्डन का नहीं होना जस्टिफाइड है. मग्गू यार, the thing is this, man. Imagine this. England have two of the best set piece takers on corners in Declan Rice and Bukayo Saka. Why would you not have one of your best set piece converters in Harry Maguire in the squad? आप ट्रेंट अलेक्जेंडर आर्नल्ड को नहीं ले रहे हो. द गाय क्रॉसेस फॉर फन. I agree, bhai. You could have taken Jared Bowen as well. But it's the champions tax, and it's also just the relationships, and it's also just how different he is than Bukayo Saka. That's basically it. So I don't know. From Tuchel's defense, Tuchel has said that there's no point taking so many number 10s like Palmer and Foden and playing them all out of position. He wants players to play in a position that they're the best at. But some of these decisions don't really make sense. John Stones. Okay, let's go. Dean Henderson, great season. Jordan Pickford, great season. Trafford, whatever, man. Like barely played, but cool. He's a good goalkeeper. Okay? Are there any English keepers you would say that should have been picked over? Let's do it position by position. Are we missing anybody who should be in the English squad from goalkeeper? We'll make the 11 by. We'll make the 11. निक पोप. पोप पोप का अच्छा सीजन गया क्या? Like he's been okay, I'd say, but he's been so shite, man. I'm sorry. Every time I've seen both Pope and Ramsdale, to be honest, man. I don't think we're missing anybody. These three, I would say, are the best three. Ramsdale is baby Allison. Yeah, if Allison was dropped on his head, bhai. All right, let's look at left back. It's clear from in this one, dosto. There is no left back. There is a right wing back and a left wing back. Okay? It is very obvious this is a right wing back, left wing back situation. It's a back three. There is no way there is Dan Burn will be playing as a sole left back. Bhai. Now it's a left wing back, right wing back situation. So up center backs pehle dekhte hain. Gehi has to be there. Reece James will be either a right wing back or a right center back. Konsa is going to be there. Livramento is also going to be a wing back or a center back. I think he's going to start with Burn, Gehi, and Reece James as the center backs. He's going to start with those three as center backs, or maybe Konsa भी हो सकता है उसमें से. Mark Gehi, James, or Konsa as center backs. He's going to put Livramento at right and Nico on the left. Nico O'Reilly. I think this one. I don't know why John Stones is here. Anybody, I think Maguire deserves over John Stones, to be fair. Yeah. I think Kwanzaa has had a very good season. And I don't understand why Lewis Hall isn't here. But if you had to put in Lewis Hall, or if you wanted to put Luke Shaw, आप किसके ऊपर रखते हैं? 3-4-3 is my 3-4-2-1 sort of situation is, or a 3-4-3, you're right. A 3-4-3 might be it, bhai. Yeah, ball playing mein, if you wanted a ball player, you can go for Shaw as a center back. He's played decent center back also. ठीक है? If you wanted fucking defensive ability, you go for Maguire. Are we missing, first of all, are we missing a center back? Are we missing any better center backs apart from Maguire? We've talked about Maguire. Are we missing any center back? English center back. Maguire के अलावा. Fikayo Tomori, Sayas Tomori probably has had a decent season. Anybody else? Konsa is there, bhai. Konsa is there. Colville. I think Colville just came in too late, bhai. I think Colville just came in too late and he has had 3 good games and I think उसने बोल दिया नहीं. Colville over Stones is, I think, is like a sideways move. That's it. John Stones somehow is always available for the World Cup, man. I think Colville would have been there if he played at least half a season. He'd walk into the team. But yeah, man, sad. Sad. Okay, at right back, dosto, the right back options on paper are Reece James, Tino Livramento, and Jed Spence. All three can play right back. Jared Branthwaite, Eric Dyer, come on, man. At right back, James, Livramento, and Jed Spence. These guys can play right back. Jed can also play left back also. I think Jed Spence is only included in the squad, not because he's a bad player or anything. He's a good player, but he can play both wings. So what Tino Livramento can also play both wings, but I think he'll be right back in this. Trent over Spence any day. This is what I'm saying. I think Spence is bought for versatility. कि अगर आपको Spence को left पे भी डालना, आप डाल सकते हो in a back four. आप Spence को right पे भी डाल सकते हो. Reece James will start at right back for sure. Tino Livramento will probably be backup, followed by Jed Spence as either first choice left back or no, not first choice, second choice left back or third choice right back. That's it. यार लिवरामेंटो की टांगे खत्म हो जाती है. दैट्स इट भाई. लिवरामेंटो की टांगे खत्म हो जाती है. एक्चुअली तो जेड स्पेंस का भी जॉ फ्रैक्चर हो चुका है. यू वुड नीड वर्सेटिलिटी. यार बताओ, वही वाली बात है ना. आप एक प्लेयर से अगर 2 पोजीशन फिल कर सकते हो, दैट इज arguably more valuable than getting a specialist right back and left back when you have very good right backs and left backs. लाइक ऑनेस्टली लेफ्ट बैक पे निको राइली से ऊपर कोई स्टार्ट नहीं करने वाला है. निको राइली से कोई स्टार्ट करने नहीं वाला है. 100% नो बडी स्टार्टिंग ओवर निको फकिंग ओराइली. ठीक है, ही इज लेफ्ट बैक फॉर डेज भाई. एंड जो लोग कह रहे हैं ट्रेंट कैन प्ले आरबी सीएम सीडीएम, आई थिंक उसने देखा कि निको राइली भी खेल सकता है. उसके डिफेंसिव इंस्टिंक्ट्स बेटर हैं, तो वो डिफेंड भी कर लेगा, वो मिडफील्ड भी चला लेगा. ये वाली बात है. बट ट्रेंट का इंक्लूजन तो मुझे तो समझ, मतलब आई हाउ इज ही नॉट इंक्लूडेड भाई. ही इज बेस्ट पासर भाई, बेस्ट पासर. ही इज द बेस्ट पासर फॉर इंग्लैंड. Avenger Knight, thanks for the contribution. So you think appointing Arteta biggest punt by Arsenal? Biggest punt by Arsenal, bhai. Biggest punt by Arsenal since Wenger. Now who will cover his spot? Bhai, James Konsa Gehi will do it, bhai. मेरे हिसाब से तो जेम्स कौनसा गेही विल डू इट. ओराइली लेफ्ट बैक खेलेगा. 19 का है भाई अभी. सिर्फ भाई यही होता है यार. ये सारे बच्चे वालों को ऐसे ही होता है. साका भाई, जब लास्ट टाइम वर्ल्ड कप में साका वाका ने पेनल्टी वगैरह मिस करी थी, साका 19 साल का लौंडा था, 18 साल का लौंडा था. सैंचो भी यंग सा ही था. यही सारी चीजें होती हैं भाई. गेही गेही बन जाएगा लीडर भाई. ऑनेस्टली गेही एंड जेम्स एंड कौन सा अच्छे लीडर्स हैं, वो बन भी जाएंगे. डैन बर्न भी है एक अच्छा लीडर, ऑब्वियसली. एंड वही वाली बात है भाई, इट्स गोना बी दैट. बट यार ट्रेंड को नहीं होना मेरे को समझ नहीं आता. But with Reece James as right back and with Tino Livramento as backup, I think he feels it's covered. Same with left back, Nico O'Reilly number 1, followed by Jed Spence and Dan Burn for number 2 and 3. And that's it, bhai. But yes, this is my entire thing. You have two of the best set piece takers in England in your squad in Rice and Saka. How do you not have the best converter, bhai? Banda is a mountain, yeah. So I think we can all agree Trent missing, Maguire missing, and maybe even Shaw missing is a bit scandalous. Apart from that, Spence for versatility, Nico Riley for versatility. I don't know why John Stones is there, chat. Do you expect John Stones to start? Maybe if he is playing like fucking, I don't know, whoever England is playing. Chaloba would have been a good option, chat. Thoughts on Chaloba for England? Colville मैंने जैसे बोला यार, तिलक भाई just came in a bit too late. Why Foden not picked? Brother, Foden's had like very average seasons. You expect, Yadnesh says he expects Stones to start in a back three for sure. To be fair, Stones can also play DM, yeah. Stones is only good during World Cup, yeah. Livramento to Arsenal is done, so kind of wish it was Trent instead. Yeah, man. Livramento is a very injury prone player. So I see Konsa, Rogers, Watkins. Yeah, man. Villa ne acha kara hai, Hall. All right, chat. This is the most contentious part of the entire squad, the midfield. We can all agree Elliot Anderson deserves to be there. We can all agree. All right, no. Elliot Anderson, Declan Rice, Kobe Mano, and even I would say Morgan Rogers. I think 4 people definitely agree to be there. Up, if you remove your Madrid bias, does Jude Bellingham deserve to be there? Does Ebereche Eze deserve to be there? Does Jordan fucking Henderson deserve to be there? जूड का यार इस सीजन, यार जूड इज अ फैंटास्टिक प्लेयर. आई एग्री. उसने लास्ट आई थिंक वर्ल्ड कप में क्लच गोल भी मारा था, यूरोज में, सॉरी, क्लच गोल्स भी मारे थे. बट जूड का ये सीजन यार इंजरी, इतना इतना इंजरी रिडन रहा है. इफ यू कैन गिव इंजरी रिडन एक्सक्यूजेस टू एक्सक्लूड सो मेनी डिफेंडर्स, यार जूड का वही वाली बात है. सेम अबाउट लाइक एजे. एजे हैज हैड मोमेंट्स भाई. आई लव द गाय. उसको पीएल टैक्स की वजह से ले लिया गया एंड सिंपली बिकॉज उसकी अगर आप ये मिडफील्ड को एज अ टोटलिटी देखो, इस मिडफील्ड में सबसे क्रिएटिव आर एबरेचे एजे एंड मॉर्गन रॉजर्स, फॉलोड बाय कोबी मेनो. बाकी सारे मजदूरी मिडफील्डर है. लिटरली एट भाई, लिटरली एट. एबरेचे एजे is the most, I would argue, one of the most creative people in this midfield because it's a full Mazduri midfield, man. ये यार बताओ क्या है the problem that becomes यार, Lakshman भाई, that यू कैन से दिस फॉर एनीबडी. जूड इज जूड ब्रो, आपको रखना चाहिए उसको. फोर्डन इज फोर्डन ब्रो, रखना चाहिए आपको उसको. पामर इज पामर ब्रो, रखना चाहिए आपको. यही है प्रॉब्लम भाई. वो इंग्लैंड की गोल्डन जनरेशन ने स्टैक कर दी थी टीम. लैम्पार्ड से, स्कोल से, जरार्ड से, फर्डिनैंड से. स्कोल्स को लेफ्ट मिड खिला रहे हैं, ये कर दिया वो कर दिया, सारे नामी लोग ले लिए और गांड मार गई उनकी. सो या, आई डोंट नो हाउ दिस मिडफील्ड वर्क्स मैन. लाइक कौन कहां खेलेगा. आई थिंक राइस. आई थिंक इस सब में से सबसे डेफिनेट स्टार्टर इज डेक्लन राइस. सबसे डेफिनेट स्टार्टर इज डेक्लन राइस. इन सब में से बाकी सबकी पोजीशन बड़ी सेमी सेमी सी है. डेक्लन विल डेफिनेटली स्टार्ट एट द बेस ऑफ द मिडफील्ड. सॉरी, समटाइम्स स्ट्रीम यार्ड डज इट दोस्तों. आई थिंक राइस विल स्टार्ट. 120% राइस is starting. Now the question becomes, is it going to be fourth like a double pivot? तो होगा अगर थ्री खिला रहा है बैक पे. राइस के साथ कौन होगा? राइस, जूड एंड एंडरसन. That is a midfield that will win the ball. Make your three-man midfields, make your four without the wingers, make your whatever man midfield. Gibbs White or Palmer in place of Henderson. Gibbs White, I hear it, bhai. I hear it for Gibbs White for sure. Palmer ka how can you say, bhai? Come on, man. Maybe it's because of the instability at Chelsea that Palmer has not performed. Maresca के साथ सीजन स्टार्ट किया, बीच में रोसिनियर आ गया और उसके बाद इंजरीज भी इतनी थी, फिर एंड ऑफ द सीजन में मैकफार्लेन आ गया. क्या पता भाई. राइस, जूड एंड मॉर्गन. आई कैन लिव विद दैट मिडफील्ड भाई. राइस, एंडरसन, एजे एंड रॉजर्स. या कैन वर्क. एजे को लेफ्ट पे डाल दो, रॉजर्स को 10 पे डाल दो. आई थिंक जूड विल बिकम अ 10 भाई. I think it will be a double pivot of the Mazduri midfielders, which I think Rice will be one and Anderson or no, I think it will be Rice and Kobe. किसी ने कोबी मेनो को नहीं डाला, which I'm very surprised by. I think it will be I think it will be a double pivot with Rice and Meno because Rice gives you that generic protection. I think Meno gives you आगे progress भी कर लेता है Meno. Meno and Rice will work really good as a midfielder and Jude को वो box crashing slash 10 की तरह डाल देंगे. That's what I feel. 3-4-3. Let's actually just build the squad दोस्तों. Let's build the squad. Fort Mob lineup builder. Let's just build the squad right now. ठीक है? इसको अभी शेयर करते हैं. So let's just go for a 3-4-3. अभी के लिए let's go for a 3-4-3. 4-3-4-2-1. Is it this? No, not a 3-4-2-1. A 3-4-3. There it go. All right. So I think Pickford will start. I think here for now, let's go for Reece James. Let's go for Gehi. Left center back, Konsa. Let's go for Konsa for now. ठीक है, let's go for this one for now. I think यहाँ पे he'll play Tino, Livramento. Valentino Livramento. यहाँ पे he'll play Nico O'Reilly. यहाँ he'll play Declan. And यहाँ he'll play Kobe. अब the problem with the 3-4-3 is where do the fuck do you play Jude Bellingham? Let us vote. टफ होगा भाई हर एक पोजीशन पे वोट करने के लिए. The problem is, how do you play Jude in this? This is my only thing. Let's look at the squad again, bhai. So either we've got the formation wrong. You think James is gonna be right wing back? Jude falls 9 or 10. There is no creativity through the central channels. Recent be a centre back. Okay. 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 So you guys want Reese James here and Tino Livramento की जगह who do you want then? Fucking Stones. Gehi, Burns, Spence, Stones, Kwanzaa. I mean it literally then we Kwanzaa and Stones दोस्तों. फिर तो हम Kwanzaa and Stones को सेंटर बैक पे डाल रहे हैं. अरे स्क्रीन ठीक है क्या चेंज कुछ करा ही नहीं है मैंने यार. मैं बस कह रहा हूँ फिर इधर किसको डालोगे ये यहाँ पे जहाँ पे लिवरमेंटो अभी है. Who plays in the 4-2-3-1? It will be, I guess. Friendlies and qualies also at 4-2-3-1. Okay, once let's try with a 3-4-3 and then we'll make with a 4-2-3-1 also. Stones or Kwanzaa? A lot of people sing Stones. Okay, man. I mean, honestly, what I think will actually happen is Kwanzaa will go here and Dan Burn will be here. Literally, this will be it. जो आप लोग कह रहे हो ना फ्रिज होना चाहिए सेट पीसेस वो खत्म करने के लिए. दिस इज आवर फ्रिज दोस्तों. प्रॉब्लम इज इस वाले मिडफील्ड में जूड नहीं आएगा. इस वाले मिडफील्ड में क्रिएटिविटी नहीं है. ओके अभी के लिए हम ये सारी करते हैं. एंडरसन राइस टू अभी यार उससे डोंट टेक द लास्ट वाला थिंग भाई. उसमें आई थिंक ये वाला बंदा भी आ गया था. व्हाट्स हिज नेम? माइल्स भी चला गया था उसमें. 3-4-2-1 करोगे देन आई एम सॉरी यू विल नॉट हैव साका. यू विल नॉट हैव साका. साका एट एल बैक लोग कह रहे हैं लेफ्ट विंग बैक. भाई साका इज श्योर शॉट राइट विंगर भाई. नहीं होगा ये वाला अनफॉर्चुनेटली भाई. एनीवेज based on a 3-4-3. First of all, man, let's get back to this. There should be no Jordan Henderson here. I am so sorry. There should be no Jordan Henderson. Like I said, Declan Rice is probably nailed on here. No Jordan Henderson. Mano deserves to be here. Rogers deserves to be here. Bellingham ka log say Jude is Jude. I think it's debatable, but fair enough, bhai. He's a big game player. Eze deserves to be there, chat. Yes, it's a full Mazduri midfielder, man. Does Eze deserve to be there? Yes or no? We'll go for a 4-2-3-1 after. After we make a 3-4-3, we'll make a 4-2-3-1. I think simply Eze is there because there is no creative English midfielder. The ones who are creative like Foden are not in form. Palmer is not in form. Eze, form. Genuinely Eze form. And I think Eze is only made it because the other creators are not there. He'll come as a sub. Hendo for leadership experience. I'm sorry, this team in defense and midfield have plenty of leaders and experience. Kane we have leadership experience वगैरह में. Remove Henderson, put Wharton. Remove Eze, put Gibbs White. Yeah, yeah, that's basically it. All right, chat. Let's go to forwards. Um, in forwards, Anthony Gordon, I think deserves to be there by one of the few shining lights from a Newcastle season. I would say is Anthony Gordon deserves to be there. Kane has to be there by Ballon d'Or season he's having. Noni Malfuki, I don't know how he made it by. I thought he's not going to be there. Genuinely thought he's not going to be there. But then when you step back and think about it, you understand why he's there by. Rashford deserves to be there. Saka deserves to be there. Tony is an interesting one. I also think he deserves to be there. And Watkins also deserves to be there. एक second. एक second. एक second. Call आया. So, yeah, Noni has done right with Tuchel. I think so too, bhai. Noni Ballon d'Or, eventually, bhai. Eventually. We're just letting Kane have the first one. Then Noni will become the next one. Bowen could have been there for sure. All right, chat. Are there any players that we think are missing? Please do not say Foden and Palmer. They have been shite. Are we missing any player? I think Bowen is missing. I think we can all agree Bowen is missing. No, no, no. We are only talking of forwards and Mohammad Bhai. नहीं यार माइल्स ने उतना नहीं खेला है. We're only talking about forwards. Forwards chat. Only forwards. Only forwards. Only forwards is what we're talking about. Are we missing any forwards? We've done the defenders. We've done the midfielders. Only forwards. Somebody saying Bowen and Welbeck? Could be. Don't say Foden, man. Sorry. Jamie Vardy? Nah, I think he's old and done, bhai. Sorry. Didn't he retire from England, by the way, Jamie? Sancho? For what? No Barnes. Sorry. Gibbs? No way. Why Saka selected? He's a big game player, bhai. That's why. Hot take, England will go far because the coach has gone for balance over names. Let's see, bhai. Greenwood, yes. Yes, I think Greenwood could have been there. Gibbs White, we agree. Wilson, more of a flash in the bottle, thunder in the bottle. Solanke, I think, gets injured too much, man. Solanke start bhi nahi karta. Ivan Toney or Watkins are very good backups to Mr. Harry Kane, I would say. Liam fucking Delap. Foden has more GA than Saka. Foden ki problem is not GA, bhai. Foden ki problem is consistency. And that's it. Saka ain't there because he's PL champ, भाई. Saka is there because he is the creative forward man. अगर आप इसमें से रैशफोर्ड और साका को विंग्स पे डालोगे केन के लिए भाई मजे आ जाएंगे. गिटनेली. This team is very weak, bhai. I ain't happy with the squad. It's a bum squad. But I think forwards में you can include Bowen over Madueke, and forwards में you can include who else? नहीं यार, नहीं यार, नहीं नहीं. Tony is fine, bhai. I think Tony is fine. He'll be third choice striker, bhai. He's fine. I agree, bhai. Madueke is very crap. But the problem is, Saka is a ball, मतलब ball उसके पैरों पे आनी चाहिए, and then he'll make stuff, like then he'll do stuff. Rashford पेसी विंगर हो जाएगा. अगर आप गॉर्डन को शिफ्ट करोगे, राइट पे कोई पेस नहीं है इंग्लैंड के पास. Bowen also likes the ball to his feet, and then he will do something. Same with Foden and same with Palmer. ठीक है. You need an outlet, and I think Madueke is the different profile. I'd be very shocked if Madueke plays too much. I think Saka को ही mostly खिलाएंगे, and अगर Saka को replace करना होगा, they'll probably put Gordon on the right. I'd be very shocked if Madueke plays a lot. Calvert-Lewin for Tony. No, please. No, yeah, we're only doing England today. We'll do another squad another day for sure. Yeah, we talked about this, bhai. Leaving Trent Wharton is horrible. Two best passes England have. I agree, bhai. Greenwood over Noni, I agree. Should have been there. So, chat, who will be from these forwards, who will be in your starting lineup? For now, whoever's joined the chat, first streamline कर दो अगर आपने अभी तक नहीं किया. We're starting with the 3-4-3 build, and then we'll move to a 4-2-3-1. Henderson कहाँ से आ जाता है? No idea, भाई. White privilege. That's what we call, भाई. I have a feeling it will be Rashford, Kane, and Saka. I think it will be Rashford, Kane, Saka. I think this is the best they can do in a 3-4-3. Oh, he moved to Jamaica, right? He moved to Jamaica. No, we're not putting in Elliot. Who will you put in Elliot for, sir? I have a feeling Rice is enough, Masduri, and Meno is good progression. Foden just proved his worth in Euros. Brother, Euros was 2 years ago, man. Gordon over Rashford, a lot of people think. Rogers is a good shout at left wing as well, bhai. Definitely a great shout at left wing. Gordon over Saka will never happen. Will never happen. मैं बता रहा हूं इस टीम में राइस, ओराइली, जेम्स, साका, केन. इनकी पोजीशन फिक्स्ड है. राइस, ओराइली, रीस जेम्स एंड साका इनकी पोजीशन फिक्स्ड है. This is the sort of continuation from Mr. Gareth Southgate. Now, let's try and build with the 4-2-3-1 because in this lineup, dosto, there is no Jude Bellingham. In this lineup, I don't know. It feels a bit off, man. It feels a bit off. Okay. Now let's do a 4-2-3-1. Let's do a 4-2. What the hell is a where is a 4-2-1-3 क्या होता है? अच्छा यही है. ठीक है दोस्तों. सिमिलर सही है. ठीक है, इसी को ही मान लेते हैं. Share this tab instead. We all agree Pickford will be number one. We all agree Reece James should be the right back. We all agree Nico O'Reilly should be left back. We all agree Mark Gahey will start. फोर्थ ये सेंटर बैक कौन होगा दोस्तों? कौन सा? वी ऑल एग्री इट विल बी कौन सा? अगर किसी को स्क्वाड देखना है दोस्तों, आई विल शेयर द स्क्वाड अगेन ऑन डिफेंडर्स. We have Ezri Konsa, we have Jarell Kwanzaa, we have Jed Spence and Johnny Stones. Let's do a poll then. Let's do a poll. Let's do a poll for Konza and Stones. Konza or Stones? Let's do our first poll and then we'll put it in बाद में. ठीक है? Stones, Konza or Kwanza. Respect to Jarell Kwanza. Kwanza has had a really good season by the way, दोस्तों. I can't lie. Okay, the poll is live. Oh God, the poll is live. Let's put it here. आपको 1, 2 या 3 डालना है चैट में एंड योर वोट विल गेट रजिस्टर्ड. मैं तब तक बाकी कमेंट्स लेता हूँ. स्टोन्स एक्सपीरियंस वाइज इनमें से कौन सा एक्सपीरियंस्ड स्टोन्स? कौन सा? स्टोन्स ain't all that anymore. Stones no doubt. कौन सा? No debate. Only कौन सा? Experienced Stones. Dan Burn. There's a Dan Burn in there. Why are you so happy? Because bhai, we won the fucking league. Well, it's pretty close between Stones and Konsa. Try to vote without bias. It's a very futile thing to ask you guys, but try to vote without bias, bhai. My blood will forever run through the stones. You wouldn't be shocked if that called Jesse Lingard at this point. Lol. No, Rashford's a pretty good runner, man. You can run with Rashford. All right, we'll wait for the vote to end. Tab tak. ठीक है, let's move back to the 4-2-3-1 lineup builder. Okay, share this tab instead. Rice will be there. 1,000% Rice will be there. Second one, Kobe Mano, Elliot Anderson. Because I think if you're playing this formation, there is only one guy that can go here, and that his name is Jude Belly. But we'll go for Jude also later. Rice का partner कौन होना चाहिए? Mano or Anderson? And you can keep voting for the previous one. The poll is on your screen, दोस्तों. Anderson, Mano or Anderson? I think Mano could be a good shot. I think Mano can be a good shot. I don't know why people don't think Mano is a good shot. Mano and Elliot Anderson. All right, chat. Forget that. Give me both of Rice's partners. आप इस 3 मैन मिडफील्ड में किसको डालोगे? Is it going to be Anderson and Mano, Mano and Jude, Anderson and Jude, Eze? मैं आपको दिखा देता हूँ मिडफील्डर्स कौन है. आप सिर्फ नाम लिखो कि राइस के पार्टनर्स कौन होने चाहिए इस मिडफील्ड से. राइस तो 100% है. ये I think will be like if you play like Curacao or some team like that, भाई. Rogers and Meno. Okay, Rogers can be a good 10. Belly and Anderson, Jude and Anderson, Jude and Elliott, Meno and Bellingham, Anderson Jude or Meno Jude, but Jude for you should be there. Creedob, okay. Morgan and Elliott, okay. Anderson, Jude and Meno. All right. So let's do one thing. Rice is done. So forget that. I'll end the poll because I think everyone wants Konsa. So I'll stop this poll. I'll create a new poll now where we go for Rice, Meno, Anderson. Oh, sorry. Midfield. Rice, Meno, Anderson. Sorry, Rice, Meno, Jude. Rice, Anderson, Jude. Rice, Anderson, Rogers. Rice, Meno, Rogers. All right, chat. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. If you have any other thing, you can just type it in the comments and I will say. Kobe loses too much possession. Jude's PR. If Jude starts, then Meno, but if Roger starts, then Anderson. That's a good shout, to be honest, mate. My phone notification is too loud. I've heard this, mate. I've heard this. Sorry, man. I was just charging my phone. Very few takers for Rice, Meno, and Rogers, which I think, to be fair, is a good midfield anyway, bhai. And very few takers for Rice, Meno, and Jude also, which is also very strange. But okay. Most people want to go for Rice, Anderson, and Jude. Now the thing is this, chat. Let's build the most popular lineup अभी जो लोग कह रहे हैं, ठीक है? Which is Anderson and Jude. And इसमें लोग कह रहे कौन सा? Now chat, forget the forwards. If 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, if these 7 players, this guy will kick it long, ठीक है? इस टीम में से, इन 7 में से आप मुझे, अगर मैं आपको बोलूं सबसे क्रिएटिव प्लेयर कौन है, सबसे क्रिएटिव प्लेयर कौन है, तो आप कौन बोलोगे? Right? A lot of people saying Reese, Jude, no one, Anderson, Nico, Reese. Like a lot of people do think it's most likely one of the defenders, right? ठीक है? Yeah, I also think so. भाई मेनो होना चाहिए इसमें. But the reason I'm saying this is popular, but this ain't good. It's not a problem to have a Mazduri midfielder. It's definitely not a problem to have Mazduri midfielder, but you need to either have centre backs who are great on the ball, or your forward line should be absolutely bombastic. मतलब गांड फाड़. Like मैं आपको एक चीज दिखाता हूँ. Okay, ये देखो. This is France's thing. Mazduri from Kante, Mazduri from Kone, Mazduri from Rabiot, Mazduri from Chouameni, semi-creativity from Zaire Emery. So it's also Mazduri midfielder. But look at those defenders, bhai. ठीक है? Saliba amazing on the ball. Konate really good on the ball. Gusto is decent on the ball. Lacroix is also very good on the ball. Upamecano is great on the ball. Kunde is great on the ball. Digne भी ठीक ठाक कर लेता है. But that attack, man, this attack can drop into midfield like every time. Olise, Dembele, Cherki, आक्लियूश, बारकोला, डुए। आप देख रहे हो बैलेंसिंग क्या होती है. It is not a problem to have a Mazduri midfielder, but you need defenders who are decent on the ball and attackers are absolutely out of the world. Now I share you this again. Do you think that English team can compete? This is what I'm saying, bhai. There's no way England can compete with France. And they have a path, by the way. So I get it. A lot of people want Rice, Anderson, Jude, but these guys ain't creative like that. They're good on the ball, like Rice and Bellingham and Anderson can ping the ball to the forwards. So I don't know, man. Why not Rogers, Bellingham, and Anderson? Brother, if you don't have Rice, you will lose. He's that important, bhai. I think Kane plays more outside the box. You need shadow striker, you need Jude. Yeah, this is the only justification I can think for Jude is that Kane is dropping in so deep because he's a superstar forward that Jude will crash the box and Rashford will crash the box. And essentially, all creative burden will be on Kane, will be on Reese, and will be on Saka and O'Reilly. So that's what I feel, dosto. This is the only reason I feel. Anyways, let's finish this up. Poll khatam karte hain. It's very obvious that Jude has won. Jude, Anderson, and Rice has won. So let's hide that poll. That's basically it. So now let's move to the forwards. So we have to move to the forward. I think जो हमने last वाले builder में बनाया था forward line, इस वाले में भी वही होगा, which is I think Saka, Kane, and Rashford. Any changes here? I know a lot of people wanted Gordon here. This is still a more defensible lineup, I would say. This is a defensible lineup. But if you compare this with France, if you take this lineup जो अभी आपकी screen पे है, and you compare this with this, I don't know, man. I don't know. It's a very bummy lineup, man. I would have put Maguire here somewhere. I would have loved Maguire. I would have put Nico somewhere in midfield, and I would have put Lewis Hall here. I think rest of it is fine. Rest of it is fine. Trafford in place of Pickford would be huge, भाई. I don't know क्योंकि Trafford ने उतना खेला नहीं है यार. Surprised Trent got dropped. Yeah, man. Trent could have been a creative influence, bhai. Why didn't they choose Palmer? Hasn't been in great form for months, bhai. I honestly don't know, man. Honestly don't know. I think he want if he got the fridge in Dan Burn. If he wants a fridge like defender, he's got Dan Burn. A lot of people saying Morgan Rogers for Marcus Rashford. Okay. You're obviously right, bhai. You're obviously right. Because this is a good starting 11, dosto. But beyond the starting 11, man, look at this. Okay. Let me see if I can take a screenshot. Okay. And can I edit stuff? I can edit stuff, right? Da-na-na-na-na. Ek second, huh? Give me 1 second to figure out how to draw on this shit. Nah, not this is too complicated. Okay, cool. Now let me go here and share the window. अरे बहन चेंज नहीं होता क्या? Okay. Desktop. I want to show you guys something because this is such a risky lineup by Tommy Tuchel, na? Such a risky lineup by Tommy Tuchel. Screenshot ठीक है इसको हटाओ. Cool. All right. Share. Stop screen share. She's screen window. All right, do this. All right, chat. Now let's do this here. If from this कीपर को गांड मराने दो 2 सेकंड के लिए, ठीक है? इसमें से अगर हम एडिट करके, अगर आप गेही आ चुका है लाइनअप में, रीस आ चुका है लाइनअप में, कौन सा आ चुका है लाइनअप में? थोड़ा मोटा इंक नहीं है आपके पास सर? स्याही दिखाओ ना थोड़ी सी मोटी वाली। नीको राइली हटा दो, ठीक है? ये हो गए। एंडरसन हटा दो, जूड हटा दो, डेक्लन हटा दो। और फॉरवर्ड्स में आई डोंट नो आपको दिख रहा है नहीं दिख रहा है, बट फॉरवर्ड्स में आप केन, रैशफोर्ड एंड साका हटा दो। भाई इनका सेकंड यूनिट इतना बेकार है यार। If all of these guys or one of these guys or two of these guys gets injured, then Dan Burn comes in, Kwanzaa, Spence, Stones, Livramento come in. Midfield is absolutely tatters. Chalo, Kobe is a good one, Eze is a decent one, but Rogers is a decent one, but Henderson. Forwards में Gordon is fine, but Madueke, bhai, their second string lineup is so ass, bhai. Use white, racists. But yeah, lol. But basically remove this guy, cut bench. Remove this guy. Actually, why can't we just do this? Fucking इसको ही करके मैं उसको बस स्प्रेड करते रहो. So remove him, copy paste, remove him, paste, remove him, paste, him, paste, him, paste, him, paste. Oh, for fuck's sake. Him, and him. If this is the England, oh, and Nico Riley, of course. If this is your backup, I am sorry, bhai. If this is your backup, you are cooked, bhai. He's made a good starting 11, bhai. He's made a good starting 11. He's made an absolute ass 25 man. Epstein files जैसा लग रहा है. That is how criminal that is, bhai. He's made a good starting 11. He's made an absolute bummy squad. इसमें अगर आप मगवायर डाल दो स्टोन्स की जगह, बढ़िया. ट्रेंट डाल दो स्पेंस की जगह, बढ़िया. हेंडरसन की जगह नहीं यार, आप हेंडरसन की जगह भी मिडफील्डर्स डाल सकते हो. मॉर्गन गिब्स वाइट डाल दो हेंडरसन की जगह. फॉरवर्ड में आप बोवेन डाल सकते थे, वॉर्टन डाल सकते हो. सही बोला, वॉर्टन डाल सकते थे. भाई यू कैन डू सो मच मैन. नो वॉर्टन, नो लुइस हॉल, नो मगवायर, नो ट्रेंट, no Gibbs White, no Bowen. You could have so many things, bhai. So yeah, it's mad, yaar. It's absolutely crazy. So England will be so reliant on that 11 just getting the job done. Essentially, जो England ने किया है, this is I think what Tuchel has gone for. Okay, that's just done. We're done with the whole thing. This is what Tuchel has gone for. He's taking the World Cup as an 8-game tournament. 8 गेम का टूर्नामेंट है, ठीक है. इंग्लैंड का स्क्वाड इतना केपेबल है कि वो साउथगेट के अंदर भी फाइनल तक तो पहुंच ही जाता था. तो ये लोग एटलीस्ट राउंडर्स, ये तो लीग अपना खत्म, वो ग्रुप स्टेज अपना निकाल लेंगे और नॉकआउट्स में इसकी असली बारी आएगी ना. उसमें क्या होगा, लीग गेम स्टार्ट करेंगे ये अपने स्ट्रॉन्ग 11 प्लेयर से। लास्ट के एक दो जो बचेंगे अपने ग्रुप स्टेज वाली गेम्स, उनमें ये रेस्ट करके ये बच्चे पुच्चों को खिलाएंगे, ठीक है, वो लोग निकाल लेंगे। उसके बाद जब राउंड ऑफ 16 क्वार्टर्स सेमीज एंड फाइनल्स आएगा ना, ही ओनली रिलाई ऑन हिज बेस्ट वंस, ओनली रिलाई ऑन हिज बेस्ट वंस। That's it. He's built this squad as an 8 game knockout tournament, and he's going to go hyper pragmatic like this. Dakshi, please get Eze out. Brother, Eze ain't going to start. I'll be real. The reason Eze is there is because all the midfielders are Mazduri midfielders. There's nobody else. There's nobody else with creativity midfield. उन्होंने Morgan Gibbs को डाल सकते थे, but he's also run and gun. Eze is just a unique profile. He is getting cooked by Pratik bhai. This is what you get for signing one of the best players in the world. England midfield is mild ahead of France's. Rogers above belly goal has praised him many more times. That's the thing, yeah. Rogers' inclusion would be very interesting to see. I think there is a world where Jude doesn't start. There is a world where Jude doesn't start. We compared it with France, yeah. We compared it with France. Dan Burn will start at LCB in the 3 CB setup. Let's see, bhai. Let's see. I think 4-2-3-1 जो हमने lineup बनाया, I think this is a decent lineup for a lot of teams. It's just not a decent lineup. Man, let me just show it to you guys again. It's a decent lineup for a lot of the teams. It's just not a good lineup for the top teams. This is a decent lineup. It's a decent one. फ्रांस के लिए आज टाइम नहीं मेरे पास दोस्तों, थोड़ा सा आर्सेनल की बातें करेंगे एंड देन वील जस्ट एंड द स्ट्रीम. Even less hope for Rashford on the wings. He's very clumsy. Okay. Okay. I don't think it will come home, man. I think they'll get knocked out in the quarters or the semis. Saka a flop. Only people with room temperature IQ. Is it enough to win the World Cup? No chance. Can you play Saka at 10? I don't know who you move to right wing then. One of the midfielders will have to carry them. The carry job will come from Reece James, Nico Riley, Declan Rice, a midfielder, and Saka. I think it's for France. Let's see, bhai. France has great defenders, but okay midfield and a fantastic attack. France is top heavy max, bhai. Their keepers suck though. I'm very shocked, bhai. France ने ढंग का कीपर जनरेट ही नहीं किया इतने सालों से. Trent was a must. Trent भी नहीं है भाई, सोचो. Portugal lineup. A lot of people asking for Portugal lineup. I'm just gonna take a look. We're not gonna build a squad, bhai. Okay, chat. This is the Portuguese lineup. Cost will start for sure. Matheus Nunes, Dallo will start right back. Cancelo will most likely start left back. Inacio and Diaz will. Oh no, Nuno Mendes will start left back. Diaz and Inacio will start center back for sure. In midfielder, it will be Vitinha, Neves, and Bruno. Unless they're going to go 4-4-2 chat. पता नहीं ये Martinez कैसे खिलाएगा. Cancelo right back. Over Dallo and Matheus Nunes. अच्छा. Dallo and Matheus Nunes start करेंगे मेरे हिसाब से तो. But okay, a lot of people do want Cancelo. I think Matheus Nunes करेगा भाई. वो मिडफील्ड में भी जा सकता है. बट ठीक है भाई, देखते हैं. मिडफील्ड में विटीनिया नेवेज तो है ही है. अब वही देखने की रूबेन नेवेज खेलेगा साथ में और ब्रूनो या ब्रूनो तो खेलेगा भाई. ब्रूनो, विटीनिया, जोआव नेवेज तो खेलेंगे. बर्नार्डो का देखना पड़ेगा, विल ही बी देयर. अगर 4-man मिडफील्ड है, हाउ डू यू इवन प्ले अ 4-man मिडफील्ड विद दिस? यू कांट. फॉरवर्ड्स में स्ट्राइकर कौन है चैट? Who do you think is going to be the striker for this one? Dallo is good, bhai. Bernardo ain't playing right winger, Moksh bhai. Come on. Of course, Diogo Jota भी लिखा हुआ है, but of course. We know it's a respect thing. Ronaldo ain't starting. I am sorry to tell you guys. I'd be very shocked if Ronaldo is starting. Most likely it'll be Gonzalo Ramos or Felix or Guedes. It'll be either Gonzalo Ramos or Guedes or Joao Felix. Who's gonna start? Bhai, if this is the forward line, it's cooked, bhai. They need an outlet man. विटीनिया जुआओ नेवेज और ब्रूनो फर्नांडिस की बॉल प्लेइंग एबिलिटी को अगर आप एक फॉरवर्ड लाइन के साथ यूज नहीं करोगे तो भाई क्या पॉइंट है फिर इवन इफ यू गो 4-4-2 मैन पहली बात इफ यू हैव 4-4-2 यू विल हैव टू ड्रॉप विटीनिया नेवेज एंड ब्रूनो में से किसी को मेरे हिसाब से नेटो विल बी वन ऑफ द पीपल यू माइट हेट नेटो बट ही इज पेसी भाई इधर नेटो इज स्टार्टिंग और कॉन्सेकाओ इज स्टार्टिंग ऑन वन ऑफ द विंग्स एंड दूसरे विंग पे फीलिक्स या लियाओ खेलेंगे स्ट्राइकर का रामोस ही खेलेगा मेरे हिसाब से जोआओ नेवेस को राइट बैक खिला के वेस्ट है हाँ ये जोआओ नेवेस को राइट बैक खिला देता है बट वेस्ट है मेरे हिसाब से तो नेक्स्ट बाबा एंड लॉल्स व्हेन आई एम ट्राइंग टू डू समथिंग फॉर बाबा एंड लॉल्स भाई एक बार वो हो जाए या पता चल जाए नहीं हो पाएगा फिर स्टार्ट CR7 ही करेगा दोस्तों आई विल बी ऑनेस्ट मैन इफ पोर्चुगल रियली वांट टू गो लिटिल बिट फर्दर इन दिस वर्ल्ड कप ना सेव रोनाल्डो फॉर सर्टेन गेम्स और लाइक एज अ सेकंड हाफ सब और व्हाटएवर मैन ब्रूनो हैज टू बी देयर भाई ब्रूनो की जगह पक्का है नूनो मेंडेस की जगह पक्का है डियास की जगह पक्का है विटीनिया रूबेन नेवेस की जगह पक्का है बाकी सबको अब देखना पड़ेगा अपना अपना भाई फीलिक्स इज हैड अ रियली गुड सीजन भाई Felix has had a really good season in Saudi. Saransh says, Footy Giggles, follow career for funny animated memes. Thank you, Saransh, for the contribution, man. Oh, didn't get written. But in Saudi, it doesn't matter, भाई रोनाल्डो कौन सा खेल रहा है वही तो है ये सब लोग सऊदी में खेलते हैं और स्ट्राइकर नहीं है पोर्चुगल के पास देयर इज नो पोर्चुगीज इज देयर एनीवन इंपॉर्टेंट मिसिंग फ्रॉम दिस लाइनअप दोस्तों एनीवन वी थिंक ना you're just a Ronaldo fan. I am also a Ronaldo fan. I love Ronaldo. ठीक है but I know he doesn't have to start this one. I'm sorry भाई he doesn't have Bento has don't think anyone's missing भाई to be honest. Matthias Fernandes जगह नहीं होती I show speed. Pedro Gonçalves could have been there. Yes. Pedro Gonçalves could have been there. Moraes had like बीच में drip था but ठीक है. But if you bench them with so much noise, if they lose, there will be much more noise. Does he start? I think he comes on as a sub. See, guys, I think the midfield picks itself. If you have a three-man midfield, like a double pivot sort of situation, then it should ideally be Vitinha, Neves, and Bruno. It will most likely be Neves at right back, Vitinha and Bruno, and then one more guy they'll pick. Maybe then Bernardo starts. You don't see Neto starting. I see one of Neto or Consecao starting because though both of them are pacey. I see Joao Felix starting. राफा लियाओ भी कर सकता है बट देखना पड़ेगा यार Ramos ain't getting minutes in PSG. That's not the point. Ramos won't get minutes in those PSG, but Ramos is very important. 4-3-3. Costa, Dias, Inacio, Nunes, Mendes, Vitinha, Neves, Bruno, Felix, Leao, Neto, Consecao, Ronaldo, Ramos. All right, chat. Let's do one final poll on this then. Without bias. Please don't be biased. I know it's tough to say. It's not will he start or won't he start, is should CR7 start? for Portugal. Because मैं बता रहा हूँ दोस्तों, every single thing. I would love for him to win the World Cup. I want him to win the World Cup. But we have to use CR7 amazingly, judiciously, भाई. Yes or no? पोल आ गया है. 1 और 2 लिखिए. 1 for yes and 2 for no. I want him to win it so bad, bhai. I want Portugal to win the World Cup so bad. I'm a Brazil fan. I want Brazil to win, but I want Portugal to win it so bad because it's the perfect end to the story. Everything with Jota, with Ronaldo winning it after Messi, retiring from the game at the high, bhai. I want it, bhai. I want it, but I want him to be used judiciously, man. Let's see, bhai. I think for the first two games, Ronaldo will start. If he doesn't perform, he'll be benched. That's what I feel. This is how I feel it actually going. I think for the first two games he will start. I think he'll also score. I think by the third or fourth game he'll be benched. यार नेशंस लीग कब था? लास्ट ईयर था नेशंस लीग. Was it last year? I think it was last year. Yeah. Let's see, bhai. 2025, yeah. I don't know, bhai. I want him to win, and we all want the fairy tale to be that he should be the protagonist and everything. But bhai, look at some of the defenses he's gonna be coming up against, bhai, in the later stages, bhai. हमने अभी भाई हमने अभी इंग्लैंड का भी बनाया है भाई. वो बेस्ट डिफेंस भी नहीं है, बट वो अच्छा डिफेंस है. आर दे प्लेइंग एनी गुड फ्रेंडलीज? देखना पड़ेगा दोस्तों. अभी इंटरनेशनल फुटबॉल आएगा यार. रोनाल्डो इज क्लच. यू नीड क्लच इन द सेकंड हाफ. भाई आई डोंट केयर भाई. मैं मजाक से हटके भाई, अगर उसने इस वर्ल्ड कप में सिर्फ 4 गेम खेल के भी प्रोटैगनिस्ट बन गया, चाहे वो टट्टी टीम ही हो भाई, एंड वो अल्टीमेटली पोर्चुगल वर्ल्ड कप जीत गई, चलेगा मुझे, दौड़ेगा मुझे. आई वुड लव इट भाई. He doesn't have to see. This is what we need to realize. Even for Messi, this World Cup, he doesn't have to carry Argentina. He will try. He will. He's Argentinian, whatever, all that stuff. Same with Ronaldo. He will try. He'll try to carry Portugal on his back and everything. He doesn't need to carry Portugal, man. What do you think was the best defense? Probably France, man. He doesn't need to carry, man. He doesn't need to carry Portugal. We all would love him, bhai. But life ain't a Subhash Ghai film, man. I'm sorry. Life ain't a Subhash Ghai film. I would love Saka to be the main guy for England and score a winning penalty in the penalty shootout in the final and finally redeem himself. Pata nahi hoga, bhai. This England squad is bummy. Bhai, he's a finisher. He's a great finisher. He's gonna be surrounded by some decent quality midfield and some really okay wingers, bhai. But man, nahi yaar. They both might meet in the quarters. Yeah, yeah. देखो भाई, if somebody has to carry, I'll be honest. If somebody has to carry this Portuguese team, ठीक है, it has to be the midfield, and उसमें it has to be Bruno Fernandes. If there is one person who should be carrying this team, is Bruno Fernandes भाई. अगर किसी को प्रोटैगनिस्ट बनना है इस पोर्चुगल स्क्वाड का, it has to be Bruno Fernandes. बाकी सब साइड कैरेक्टर्स हैं. बाकी सब साइड कैरेक्टर्स हैं. बाकी सब डिसेंट होंगे, बाकी सब अच्छे होंगे, बाकी सब नियरली एज गुड एज ब्रूनो होंगे. इट्स ऑल अबाउट ब्रूनो फर्नांडिस कैरिंग दिस पोर्चुगीज टीम. इस पोर्चुगीज टीम का तंबू ब्रूनो फर्नांडिस के बंबू पे है भाई. That's it, bhai. If Ronaldo has to win the World Cup, it has to come from Bruno. If Portugal wins the World Cup, Bruno can lift the Ballon d'Or. Gaand, bhai. Bhai, Vitinha has a role, but that role ain't match winning. He's 22, I think, right? 20 or 22, one of those two, I think. But yeah, listen, World Cup will put him into the race, bhai, but he ain't winning it, bhai. Unfortunately, if PSG win the UCL and Portugal win the World Cup, it'll be one of Vitinha and Neves. Uh, yeah, man. The only thing that will completely break this Portuguese team is, God forbid ऐसा ना हो, but a Bruno Fernandes injury, भाई. Felix खेल सकता है एज अ हाइब्रिड फॉरवर्ड भाई, बट सब कुछ ब्रूनो फर्नांडिस के तले है भाई, मजाक से हटके. यस यस, यूर राइट. इक्वाडोर को मैं भूल गया. इज टू मच क्रैश बिटवीन. ना 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 ना, ऐसा कुछ नहीं है. कोच इज ऑल्सो एन इडियट, दैट इज ट्रू. भाई आई एम सॉरी. देखो, you're right in the sense that there can be a clash, but harmony doesn't mean subservience. मेसी को वो ओबे करते हैं, मेसी को रिस्पेक्ट करते हैं, मेसी के पीछे पागल हैं. आई अग्री 100%. बट ऑल ड्रेसिंग रूम्स डू नॉट नीड टू हैव दैट डायनामिक भाई. ठीक है. रोनाल्डो, इस स्क्वाड में हार्मनी ऐसे नहीं आएगी कि सब लोग रोनाल्डो को यस सर जी सर करो और रोनाल्डो को फीड करो. हार्मनी इज जस्ट एवरीवन डू योर रोल बेस्ट. Yeah, they brought in 4 GKs, bhai. That is absolutely criminal, man. Absolutely criminal, bhai. That's just mad. Again, it's great 2026. At the end, there can only be an unexpected winner. हो सकता है भाई. हो सकता है. You're right. We can find a team that we do not rate as highly. Colombia. Imagine Colombia winning the World Cup, chat. Mendes will face a problem with the face France or Spain, but Nunes and Cancelo gonna have a great task every game. All right. Portugal has squad depth but not quality depth. वो तो सबके पास ऐसे ही है भाई. यार इंग्लैंड ने आई थिंक 3 कीपर्स रखे हैं, इनको भी 3 रख के एक अच्छा प्लेयर लेना चाहिए था, मैन. इज इट कमिंग होम? आई डोंट थिंक सो भाई. हैव यू सीन नॉर्वे स्क्वाड? दे हैव ओनली 3 फॉरवर्ड्स इन द होल स्क्वाड. यस. एक आई उनका काफी सारा स्क्वाड बोडो से भी बिल्ट है यार. आई थिंक नूसा होगा, हालैंड होगा और सार्लॉट होंगे. ऐसे ही कुछ बनेगा. ओडेगार्ड एंड वो तो टीम है, ओडेगार्ड और हालैंड पे ही बेस्ड है भाई. इट्स 27 प्लेयर्स एंड 1 जी के एज पर गाइडलाइंस. ओके. चलो दोस्तों, ये तो हमने इंटरनेशनल एनालिसिस कर लिया. अब बात करते हैं मेरी फेवरेट टीम आर्सेनल के बारे में. चैट, अगर आप लोग जा रहे हो तो स्ट्रीम लाइक कर दो जाने से पहले. आई वुड अप्रिशिएट अ लॉट. बट वी आर नाउ गोइंग टू टॉक अबाउट आर्सेनल बिकॉज मेरा तो 3 दिन हो गए हो, मेरा तो डोपामिन खत्म ही नहीं हो रहा है दोस्तों. देयर इज एवरी डे देयर इज जस्ट सो मच कंटेंट टू कंज्यूम. आर्टिकल्स पढ़ो, रील्स देखो. आज मैंने मिकेल आर्टेटा का स्काई स्पोर्ट्स इंटरव्यू देखा, क्या मजे आ गए. ऑलिवर ग्लासनर को देखा बोलते हुए, आई एम सो हैप्पी कि एवरेचे एज इट चोज वन क्लब, चोज आर्सेनल एंड नॉट अनदर क्लब. ओ हो, हंसी आ गई, मजे आ गए. लाइफ इज सो गुड. मतलब एज एन आर्सेनल फैन दोस्तों, सब कुछ मस्त लग रहा है यार. हवा थोड़ी अच्छी लग रही है, पिल्लो का टेम्परेचर बिल्कुल सही है. जब मैं नहाता हूँ बिल्कुल सही टेम्परेचर पे पानी गर्म होता है. ठीक है. खाना खा रहा हूँ बिल्कुल सही गर्म, इट्स नॉट टू हॉट नॉट टू कोल्ड. नमक भी बिल्कुल सही चल रहा है. लोगों से बातें भी बहुत मीठी मीठी हो रही हैं. माय गॉड मैन, इट्स जस्ट मैड भाई. डू यू थिंक एजे शुड मेक फन ऑफ दैट ओल्ड गाय? भाई, व्हाई नॉट? व्हाई नॉट? व्हाई शुडंट ही? सारे एक्स प्रोफेशनल्स तो करते रहते. पैट्रिस एवरा जब बोलता है नेटफ्लिक्स एफसी, तब तो सबको खी 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 होती रहती है. हैं? जब जब गैरी नेवल हमें गाली देते तो सब बटलर बोल दिए करते रहते हैं. तब तो सही होता है. शुड ये इस फैंस को डिल्यूजनल बोल दें, हम कर सकते हैं ना, हम क्यों नहीं कर सकते. एवरा ने बोल दिया, आई डोंट हैव प्रॉब्लम विद आर्सेनल, आई हैव प्रॉब्लम विद आर्सेनल फैंस, दे आर डिल्यूशनल। भाई, भाई, हर एक प्लेयर को, चाहे रॉबी, चाहे हर कोई फैन भी है, रॉबी, पापा पिंकर्स, सबको टारगेट किया जाता है, कोई प्रॉब्लम नहीं अपन को। अपन, द ओनली थिंग इज दिस भाई, द फैन ट्राइड टू बिकम अ मीम, he did it for jokes, it backfired, and that's basically it. जब कोई आर्सेनल फैन वो 25-26 जर्सी चैंपियंस वाला लाता है तो सब हंसते हैं, डिल्यूजन डिल्यूजन डिल्यूजन। इट इज फाइन भाई। सो everything's bhai, if you want to go into meme wars, if you want to get internet points, all that stuff, karo bhai, do it man, but then it can backfire, and that is all that'll happen bhai. Taklu Slot still taking shots at us with the set pieces comments. That guy would have been buried if he did not have set pieces bhai. That guy, if he did not have set pieces in the Champions League, he would be out. He would be out in the qualifiers, bhai. I think it's sort of when Arsenal is doing it, they're just running for their lives, man. If you give it, be ready to take it. Exactly, bhai. This is the meme game. Oh, we took so much from the last 4 years. Chat, the lowest point in my life, not in my life actually, but the lowest point last season was this. I am sorry. आर्सेनल कुछ भी हो जाए, हम कितने भी पागल हो जाए, डिल्यूजनल हो जाए, ये भी हो जाए, वो भी हो जाए, आई वुड नेवर एवर सी दिस एट आर्सेनल। आई वुड नेवर, चाहे हम कितना भी हेट करते हो स्लॉट को, पेप को, पेसी को भी, स्पर्स के किसी मैनेजर, हमने स्पर्स के अगेंस्ट भी ये सारी चीजें नहीं करी हैं भाई। भाई आई एम सॉरी, दिस वाज, उस टाइम कुछ बोलने, हमारे पास कुछ बोलने को था भी नहीं उस टाइम पे, क्योंकि हम बहुत टट्टी थे। बट भाई आई एम सॉरी, आई वुड नेवर सीन दिस, आई विल नेवर सी दिस अगेंस्ट अ मैनेजर, नो चांस व्हाटसोएवर। बट ठीक है, वी टुक इट भाई, वी टुक इट, and now it's everyone else's time to just deal with it bhai. It's everyone else's time to now deal with it bhai. Now we can say what the fuck we want bhai. Literally we can say what the fuck we want bhai. Arteta has very high emotional quotient. He can make the players emotionally charged. He's expert at invoking emotions in people. Thank God he's not a politician. He's a cult leader, man. स्लॉट को सब प्यार करते, उसको 5 साल का। My biggest regret this season, दोस्तों, is that we did not beat his team. Not once did we outsmart Slot, is my biggest regret. Bhai. We scored 0 goals against this Arne Slot team. Bhai. Next season, I want his head on a spike. Bhai. I want his head on a spike. It's crazy we did not punish Slot. It's crazy. We played the game he wanted to play, man. And that's just sad. Every team got, सब लोग, हर एक टीम ने टपली मारी आर्ने स्लॉट पे इस सीजन, सिवाय हमारे। लिटरली हर एक टीम ने टपली मारी आर्ने स्लॉट पे। Pep has given PL a big boost in terms of raising the level. Yeah, we talked about it for half an hour in the beginning, मेरे भाई। टोनाली आ सकता है क्या आर्सेनल के लिए? मेरे को तो लगता है आ सकता है यार। A cheeky win in a corner is all I want against Liverpool. Chat, imagine if we win the Champions League with a corner, man. Imagine the tears. Imagine we break football only by winning on corners. How are you feeling about the transfer window? Very excited, bhai. Very excited. I want to see what we do as champions now. Thank you so much, Sam. Thank you so much. Bye-bye. Stream like kar dena. PL Trophy celebration kidhar hoga? So the lift will be at Selhurst Park, but the parade is next day at the Emirates. Not the next day, next week. Bhai, there is a gooner everywhere, bhai. From politicians. Bhai, fuck that, bhai. Keir Starmer, who is the Prime Minister, Jeremy Corbyn, who is the most socialist British politician, Preeti Patel, who is the most racist conservative politician in Britain, ठीक है? Fucking Zoran Mamdani, ठीक है? जॉर्ज वेया तो खैर अपना एक बच्चा है भाई, जॉर्ज वेया। Actors, Christopher Nolan, Anne Hathaway, Dua Lipa, 21 Savage, Tom Hiddleston, Benedict Cumberbatch, Rihanna, Ranveer Singh, Robin Singh, the Indian all-rounder by Robin Singh, Lewis Hamilton, Hanuman Kind. Nah, not Drake. भाई we have motion and a half. भाई चुंग बुटिया छेत्री सर भी हैं. Oh my god. भाई we have Alia Bhatt, yes. Isha Gupta also, yes. Bhai, so many people have come out of the woodwork, man. So many people have come out of the woodwork. I know there's a lot of things. Narendra Modi. There's a lot of people who think ab sab fan ban gaye honge and everything. Which is, to be fair, there's a lot of United, London-based United fans coming to the parade for the vibes. First of all, what the fuck are you doing? But second of all these people have either history or pictures as kids in Arsenal kits. Bhai. I'm telling you, bhai, that Wenger juice will never. Bin Laden, Romeo Beckham, Modi ji is Italy fan. That's also true. Bhai. Yeah, you're right, bhai. But I'm just saying, man, it's bizarre, bhai. Bizarre. Asha Joy? Okay. People often throw Arteta under the bus because he's an Arsenal manager. If he did something with Chelsea or some other team, he would be praised. Yes, I agree. Will Ranveer Singh? We have Ranveer Singh. Some have Arjun Kapoor. I was gonna use this in Baba and Lols. Kim Jong Un is an Arsenal fan. Of course, bhai. He hates South Koreans and so on. Lakshram Ireland, yes. Big celeb. Big celeb. Kashvi, yes. She has millions of subs, bhai. But yeah, I am just telling you, bhai. Massive, man. I will tell you this again, bhai. Oh, this is a very important thing, by the way. Yeah, KSI, of course. If you have the opportunity, the time, and the money, ideally you should. Idris Elba, of course. Even Daniel Kaluuya is also an Arsenal fan. Chunks VS. If you have the opportunity, time, and money, final match of the season, go and watch at a screening. I don't know if you search Facebook, you search Twitter, you search Google, you search whatever, fucking Meetup, District, जो भी आप आपको चूज करनी है, बुक माई शो, जो भी है, जाओ एंड स्क्रीनिंग देखो. स्क्रीनिंग में मैच देखो, स्क्रीनिंग में फाइनल गेम ऑफ द सीजन देखो, स्क्रीनिंग पे वेट करो और आर्सेनल को ट्रॉफी लिफ्ट करते हुए देखो. इट विल बी वर्थ इट. There is, it's, where in Japan are you? Because Tokyo mein there is this pub called Highbury. Go there if you are. If you can go to Tokyo for a day, just literally don't pack anything. Go in the evening, go for the game at Highbury pub in Tokyo, watch, celebrate, come back wherever the hell you are. Your city doesn't have one, Google करो भाई, कोई ना कोई चैप्टर तो होगा आपके भी. और अगर नहीं है, it's very unfortunate. But if you're in a major city, if you're in Delhi, go to Pebble Street. If you're in Mumbai, I'm sure Arsenal Mumbai is doing something for sure. बैंगलोर में हो रहा है. आई डोंट नो अबाउट हैदराबाद yet. कोलकाता में हो रहा है. Check out your local Arsenal chapter, see if they're doing anything. जयपुर में भी I think आप डोपा भाई को reach out कर सकते हो. Maybe डोपा भाई is doing something. But if you can't go for a screening, watch it with friends, bhai. And if you are, I would promise you, if you're in a major city like Delhi, Gurgaon, Noida, Hyderabad, Bengaluru, Mumbai, Pune, Kolkata, if you're in a major city like this and you're home and you're just watching a stream, first of all, I ain't streaming. I ain't streaming because I'm going to the Dublin Arsenal wala thing. Okay? If it's like this sort of situation, bhai, जहाँ पे अगर आप मेजर सिटी में हो, ठीक है, आई डोंट नो अगर आप स्मॉल सिटी में हो और आपके कोई फुटबॉल वाले फ्रेंड्स नहीं, देन इट्स अ वेरी अनफॉर्चुनेट सिचुएशन. देन यस, आप स्ट्रीम पे देख सकते हो किसी की. बट इफ यू हैव द टाइम, अपॉर्चुनिटी, मनी, यूर इन अ मेजर सिटी जहाँ पे स्क्रीनिंग्स हो रही है, जाओ, अकेले ही जाओ. इवन अगर आपके कोई दोस्त नहीं फुटबॉल वाले, जाओ, यू विल मीट सो मेनी पीपल हु लव आर्सेनल जस्ट एज मच एज यू डू. You will make friends there, you will make memories there, you will have celebrations there. I witnessed it in London. You guys deserve to witness it wherever it is, bhai. If you're going to Beer Lane, go to Beer Lane, bhai. WTFofficial.in on Instagram are also doing some sort of screenings in Gurgaon. ठीक है. 100% कोलोन में भी होगी. आप चेक तो करो. Go on Reddit. Check out Arsenal games Cologne. Go on Reddit. Go भाई कुछ भी करो. Arsenal, I think AFC India का कोई subreddit भी होगा. AFC India subreddit. Arsenal India subreddit. गनर्स इंडिया एंड एएफसी इंडिया दो छोटे सबरेडिट्स हैं. पीएल फॉर इंडिया करके भी है सबरेडिट. आप उन तीन रेडिट पे भी जाके देख सकते हो, चेक कर सकते हो, पूछ सकते हो कि भाई कोई यहाँ पे कर रहा है स्क्रीनिंग इस सिटी में. एनी आर्सेनल फैंस डूइंग सम सॉर्ट ऑफ स्क्रीनिंग. कहाँ करे, बात करो भाई. असम में तो 100% है. आप, मैं वही कह रहा हूं भाई. डू आस्क ऑन ट्विटर, आस्क ऑन फेसबुक, ask on Reddit, go to these places and ask भाई, where can I watch a screening भाई. I am so sure आपको कहीं ना कोई मिलेगा. Thank you so much भाई Advait. You were in Bangalore last year. I would go on for screening. अगर आप थाने से मेन सिटी में जा सकते हो, टाउन वन में जा सकते हो, देखो आपको मिलेगा कहीं पे कुछ ना कुछ तो मिलेगा. सो नथिंग इन नेपाल टू 100% होगा भाई. ये देखो, मैंने लिटरली गूगल पे लिखा है आर्सेनल नेपाल प्रेजेंट. दे डूइंग अ चैंपियंस लीग फाइनल स्क्रीनिंग. दे मस्ट बी डूइंग ये वाला फाइनल स्क्रीनिंग भाई. गो फॉर इट मैन, गो फॉर इट. लिटरली मैन, there's something for everybody. So चिल करो भाई. नेपाल में स्क्रीनिंग्स होती है बट जस्ट रिमोट प्लेसेस पे नहीं. व्हाट द हेल इज दैट जर्सी मैन. ओके. असम में सब बारसा मैड्रिड फैन है. ओके. आर्सेनल मुंबई ही कर रही है. असम में देयर इज अ शिलोंग आर्सेनल बट देयर इज नो असम में. असम में कहाँ होगा? there is a fucking comment on Madurai भाई कि is there any Arsenal. भाई आई एम टेलिंग यू मैन, मुंबई में तो खैर सबसे ज्यादा हो रहा है. असम में आई हैवंट फाउंड इट. बट इफ यू कांट, मे बी यू शुड ऑर्गेनाइज वन. अगर आपको पटना में करने, मे बी यू शुड ऑर्गेनाइज वन. बिहार में स्क्रीन गायब हो जाएगा. तो थाने से मुंबई जाता हूँ 1 hour बाय ट्रेन. हैव यू कम टू थाने? आई थिंक निधि, आई नॉट बीन इन थाने बट आई नो हाउ फार इट इज. बट गो मैन, जस्ट गो फॉर वन डे मैन. That's why I hope Arsenal to win the UCL. Barcelona. Did you get the new kit with the gold badge? No, I haven't yet. I will though. I will. What about Ahmedabad? There is a, I think there is a Twitter page called Gujarati Gooners, I think. See, if you know of any screenings, just DM me. Arsenal Ahmedabad. Look at this. Reach out to these guys, man. Maybe they're doing something. Or maybe you can get in touch with them and organize something in your city, man. Why not? Bhai? Reach out to these guys. See if these guys can do something for you. Or maybe you can tag along with them, find a venue and do it. Do it, man. Find people to do it with. घर पे बैठ के स्क्रीन पे देख के. I'll be honest, man. आप घर पे बैठ के आप स्क्रीन पे देखोगे, ठीक है, आर्सेनल जीत गई, आपने ट्रॉफी कर ली, ये कर लिया, आपने ताली मार ली, खुश हो गए, यस कर दिया, और फिर दैट्स इट. योर टीवी इज ऑफ, योर मूड इज ऑफ. Promise you, if you go to outside for a screening, it's a party. You will be having fun before the game, during the game, after the game, during the trophy celebration, and everything will be fine. Karo, man. Yeah, you did. I am so happy you did, bhai. Send it to me, bhai. Many. Aye, Harman भाई, thank you so much यार. हरमन, मैंने बोला था ना हम निकाल लेंगे. मैंने बोला था तुझे हम निकाल लेंगे. मैंने बोला था हम ऐसे करके ही निकाल लेंगे, बट हम निकाल लेंगे. देखते हैं चैंपियंस लीग में क्या होता है. थैंक यू सो मच मेरे भाई. थैंक यू सो मच. Raya Rice for Ballon d'Or. If we win the UCL, a lot of it will depend on the World Cup, मेरे भाई. See, UCL जीतना is a big boost. You're right. I don't think there is any world where Raya will win the Ballon d'Or. Just the voters will not be that way. I think if we win the UCL, we won the league, and somebody from our team wins the World Cup, they become a very strong contender. Rice टफ होगा भाई, बट अब रॉड्री को मिल चुका है, तो मे बी दैट सेट्स अ प्रेसिडेंट. आई डोंट नो, बट मुश्किल होगा. राया को मिलना बहुत मुश्किल है दोस्त. आई एम सो सॉरी. Can I paste the link here? Don't do it. My bot will delete it. Just send it to me. I'll try and post it on my story if I see it. गुवाहाटी में होगा शायद, बट मेरा एग्जाम है 26 से. सॉरी टू हियर दैट ब्रो. Genuinely, bhai, genuinely, wear your Arsenal jerseys and go. The beer cafe in Kormangla, I think that's sold out, my guy. But beer cafe in Kormangla is happening. Instagram on football W Daksh, just DM me there. Jaipur mein reach out to Dopa bhai, wish_gooner. Ask him what the scene is. Anything in Punjab except Chandigarh, you'll have to ask around. And if you can't, just do it, bhai. Gonna go to Irish House maybe. You can go to Irish House, but again, see, there are so many venues in Mumbai you can go to. You can go to Three Wise Monkeys if you have to. Okay? You can go to a lot of places in Mumbai. Irish House जा सकते हो, but try and find a place which is designated for Arsenal fans, because there's going to be so many Arsenal fans. लखनऊ में मी एंड एम है, तो अगर कोई लखनऊ में है भाई तो मी एंड एम में जाओ. पुणे के लिए अगेन आर्सेनल पुणे हैज अ ह्यूज पेज, आप पूछ सकते हो उनसे. अरुणाचल का नहीं पता. आई नो देयर इज समथिंग इन शिलोंग दो. कोलकाता में है, कोलकाता में है, कोलकाता में 100% है. आई शेयर्ड दिस ऑन माय इंस्टाग्राम एज वेल. कोलकाता में 100% है. कोलकाता में आर्सेनल बंगाल का आई थिंक फेसबुक या ट्विटर पेज होगा. ये हो रहा है मोमो आयाम में. मोमो आई एम आरडीबी सेक्टर वी और सेक्टर 5. दिस इज बेसिकली. मुंबई में स्मैश लोअर परेल बोथ पैलेस एंड फाइनल. स्मैश भी जा सकते हो आप लोग अगर आपको जाना है तो. ठीक है. हर्ड ऑफ यूनाइटेड फैंस सिंह ब्रूनो. अरे करने दो भाई, जिसको जो सेलिब्रेट करना है करने दो भाई. अपन पीएल टाइटल जीत गए 22 साल बाद. ये लोग भाई कुछ भी सेलिब्रेट करे, करने दो इनको. हाँ भाई, होंगी 100% होंगी. वी आर डूइंग एट क्लब एक्सो एट काठमांडू नेपाल. सी हाउ हु इज अ बिगर फैन बेस. यूनाइटेड का फैन बेस तो भाई इंडिया में सबसे ज्यादा है, आई थिंक ग्लोबली भी इंग्लैंड का सबसे बड़ा फैन बेस इज यूनाइटेड ओनली. City downfall will be bigger than United? I don't think so. Bhubaneswar, I have no idea, but again, you'll have to check. ये लो, found a thread. ये लो भाई, भुवनेश्वर वाले मेरे भैया. Just went to R Bhubaneswar. ठीक है, I literally just went to R Bhubaneswar. And यहाँ पे आप देखो, यहाँ पे आप पूछ सकते हो, कर सकते हो, बात कर सकते हो, and then you can just do whatever the hell you want. ठीक है. So anything भाई, anything you want. Where exactly in KTM Nepal, Kathmandu Nepal, देख लो भाई. There's a lot of Gunner fans clubs in Kathmandu. Exo Club Tamil Rhythm. So you guys just need to get together, find yourselves or each other on Twitter on these chats and everything. करो भाई, करो. एक दूसरे से कॉन्टैक्ट्स लो, कोई फेसबुक पेज, कोई इंस्टाग्राम पेज, कुछ लो भाई. ठीक है. So take it whenever भाई. And Spurs fan Kerala Blasters and congratulations to Arsenal FC and East Bengal for winning the league after 22 years भाई. Big year भाई. Big fucking year for everyone भाई. Um if anyone from Kathmandu, Nepal contact Avash Gunners, you guys must know him. Avash Gunners. ठीक है भाई. So this is what I'm saying, man. There's a lot of community around you. घर पे बैठ के staying at home and watching this is not worth it. I promise you. It's gonna be fun in the comfort of your home. You'll be comfortable. You're giving yourself excuses. I'll be at home, sitting in an AC or sitting in a nice warm place and watching it at the comfort of my home on my giant TV. There will be nobody to disturb me. I can do whatever I want. No, it's time to party. I can tell you, I can genuinely tell you, you never know when you win the league again, bhai. We might win it next year, we might win it 20 years after. But you never know when you win it, bhai. Celebrate this, bhai. This is a once, possibly it can be a once in a. You guys are 18, 19, 20 right now, okay? There is a realistic possibility that we win the league 20 years after. So your next chance to celebrate a league title with other people will come when you're 39, 40, 40, 50, whatever. I don't know, man. Do it, man. Genuinely just go and have fun. Allow yourself to have fun if you have the time, opportunity, you're free, you have the money to pay for the entry and all that stuff. Go. If you don't drink, nobody will force you to drink. If you're a vegetarian, nobody's going to force chicken down your throat, bhai. It'll be fun. You'll celebrate, you'll cheer, and don't think, oh, mere koi friends nahi, it'll be so weird if I go alone. No, nothing like that. When you hug a stranger and you're jumping with somebody and you're singing Arsenal chants, it's gonna be fun. 2004 में कितने साल के थे? I was 10 years old, bhai. I was 10 years old and now I'm 31. So you never really know, guys. I went through my entire teens, my entire 20s without Arsenal winning a Premier League. So go, man. Genuinely just go and have fun. It's super expensive right now. If I have to go, okay. Wait, let me show you guys something. If I have to book a flight, okay, from Dublin to London, and I just go on the date of the parade and I come back on the date of the parade. Okay, one adult and all that stuff. Cool. This is the cheapest airline, okay? First of all flights are sold out, and the only flights I'm gonna get are like this expensive. Multiply by 100, that's basically what the price of a ticket is one way. Okay? Usually this airline will give you tickets for इतने 15 यूरो की टिकट्स देती हैं. अभी 175 300 के आसपास हो गया. परेड इस दिन इस टाइम तक हो चुकी होगी शुरू 2-3 बजे तक. सो सुबह की तो सारी फ्लाइट्स चली गई हैं. ठीक है. Still, bhai, I will go. Not after spending this much money, obviously. I will find alternate ways of finding it, bhai. You are 1 year old. This is what I'm saying, bhai. Thank you so much, my guy. So, go. Forget about what happens on the Champions League. Forget anything else. Forget what else we do. Celebrate it, man. Trust me. This internet culture has made all of us believe that life is miserable. There is no point. It's all just troll and rage bait. It's all this. It's all that. 10 months, 12, 2 years, 3 years, 22 years. It's all been troll and rage bait. Bhai. Now is the time to celebrate, man. Now is the time to celebrate. What sort of alternate ways? I'm going to go into another city, take a train from that city, go to London, stay overnight in London, go back to the first city, and then fly out from there to Dublin. That's basically it. And so, guys, I will take an overnight bus if I have to. Parade vlog, I will try my best by. But first of all, I'm gonna enjoy. First of all, I'm gonna enjoy being in the moment, bhai. I supported this club through thick and thin, man. I went years and years of when I was in school, it was trolling. When I was, I've seen so much chat. I've seen us lose 8-2. I've seen my captains leave for other clubs over and over and over again, bhai. I've seen Adebayor celebrate in our face. I've seen Van Persie leave us and win a trophy. I saw Fabregas being put in a Barca jersey and then leaving us. I've seen so much pie. I've seen Wenger being hounded out of the club. I've seen 10-2 scorelines versus Bayern Munich. I've seen not qualifying for Europe. I've seen Unai Emery. I've seen lockdown Arsenal. I've seen way too much to not celebrate by. No chance there will be a watch along for the last game by. There is no chance by. I will enjoy the fuck out of it because I deserve this by. I deserve this so much, and so do you, which is why do not stay in your fucking sofas, man. Your sofa can love your bum another time. There are seasons upon seasons where you can sit at home and watch a game and do it from the comfort of your home. Not this time, bhai. Genuinely, not this time. Go for it. Find out, man. Research the fuck out of this, man. You have one more day or two more. I don't know what the fuck you have. You have some more days, bhai. It's once in a lifetime opportunity. I missed my flight out of London because we won the league that exact moment when I was supposed to board, and I left the airport and I went 1 hour by train back into North London, and I celebrated with random strangers because that is a once in a lifetime moment. I will never, if I missed that moment, it would never exist in my life, and that scares me. Bhai, we all deserve this, man. Genuinely, भाई वो छोड़ो, अब 2 हफ्ते पहले अपना दिमाग लगाओ और आप सोचो क्या आपको रील्स मिल रही थी भाई. रैंडम रैंडम लोग जिनका फासला नहीं है आर्सेनल से, वो बॉटल वाले मीम्स बना रहे थे. यू ऑल डिजर्व दिस. टेक. पॉकेट मनी मिलती है, एडवांस लो मम्मी पापा से. दोस्त नहीं है, ड्रैग करो उनको आर्सेनल जर्सीज में. सस्ती वाली आर्सेनल जर्सीज में उनको ड्रैग करके ले चलो स्क्रीनिंग पे. आसपास कुछ नहीं है, दोस्त वोस्त नहीं जाना किसी को, अकेले जाओ. मैं आपको बता रहा हूँ, यू विल नॉट रिग्रेट इट. You will not regret a second of being in a screening. नहीं, पर्सनल लोन लेके मत जाओ, इतना मत करो. मेरा क्या, मेरा तो जॉब है उस दिन. भाई सिक लीव ले ले. बस just go for it, man. Just go for one screening in a city. Organize it if you must, bhai. Organize it if you must. Go to a fucking venue. Say, can we do a screening? I expect itne people, or I will only call 20 people. It doesn't have to be 500 people at your screening. It doesn't have to be. Just if you have 10 random strangers with you, it is amazing. परेड का लाइव स्ट्रीम नहीं हो पाएगा भाई. वो लोग कवरेज बंद कर देंगे. दे विल स्टार्ट जैमिंग सिग्नल्स यार. 2 मिलियन लोग आने को कह रहे हैं अपेरेंटली. 2 मिलियन लोग. आपको तो 20 लाख लोग नॉर्थ लंदन में. मैड यार. मोदी जी ने कहा है बाहर मत निकलो. भाई मोदी जी अगर आर्सेनल फैन होते ना, मोदी जी भी बोलते फक इट वी बॉल मैन. If you're going to London, let's meet. And bhai, I have had so many requests, but I have a couple of friends I'm already going to go with, and I have to meet another person there. So we'll do. I am already meeting somebody. If we run into the parade among the 2 million people, we are all both lucky. Bhai, mazak se hatke. If you have like 5 Arsenal fans in your office, stay back, go to the fucking conference room, pull down the projector, put the game, and enjoy with them, bhai. Imagine, but there's nothing to imagine. We will be there with the celebs. Spike Lee will be there. Bhai, we will be there, man. Just come, go to a screening, enjoy. If you get to London, you're the luckiest SOB, bhai. But if not, like most of us are not, bhai, you have given so much time and energy to the club. Fuck the Champions League campaigns, bhai. We were playing some absolute shite teams in the Europa League, man. Absolute shite teams in the Europa Leagues, and you were staying up, bhai. You were staying up through all those fucking moments, bhai. You stayed up when Sporting eliminated us from that fucking weird ass, long ass clearance. You were there when Olympiacos against Aubameyang missed a last minute kick. You were there when fucking Griezmann is dancing on our fucking stadium. You were there when Jesse Lingard is doing all of this stuff. You were there for every bad moment. Why not go for a great one? You were there for every bad moment. Why not go for a good moment, भाई? मैं बता रहा हूँ घंटा फर्क पड़ेगा अगर हम यूसीएल हार भी जाते हैं ना. परेड में तो मौज होगी भाई. परेड में तो मौज होगी. भाई कूनिया डांसिंग इज तो फिर भी recent. That is not even the most painful thing I've ever witnessed as an Arsenal fan. There are so many worse things I've seen. So guys, whatever it is, man, go for it. It doesn't matter. This trolling and rage bait thing will always exist. जिन लोगों ने मुझे कंग्रेचुलेट भी किया है जब हम पीएसजी से अगर अगर हम हार भी जाएंगे चैंपियंस लीग फाइनल, वही लोग फिर से वही करने लग जाएंगे कि ओ पीएसजी ग्रेट टीम, आर्सेनल बॉटल, ये सब वो सब. वही सारे दोस्त जो आपके अभी कंग्रेचुलेट कर रहे हैं आपको फिर से तंग करने आ जाएंगे. सो जस्ट गो मैन. एक बार जाओ तो मजे तो करो. इतनी सारी सफरिंग का पे ऑफ तो लो. जस्ट गो फॉर इट वंस. आई प्रॉमिस इट विल बी वर्थ इट. मैं मेरे को किसी भी वेन्यू ने, किसी भी ग्रुप ने, किसी ने भी स्पॉन्सर नहीं किया ना. मुझे चाहिए भाई. आई वॉन्ट ऑल ऑफ यू गाइज टू एंजॉय बीइंग एन आर्सेनल फैन बिकॉज वी हैव सफर्ड. इट्स ओनली बिन सफरिंग. इट्स ओनली बिन सफरिंग. व्हाई नॉट गो एंजॉय भाई. पार्टी करो जैसे लाला कहता, पार्टी करो भाई. पार्टी करो. सो जस्ट गो मैन. टेक वट एवर यू कैन. Enjoy with the people, whether it's five office guys in a conference room, whether it's strangers at a pub, whether it's Irish house, whether it's fucking Smash, whether it's Oro, wherever you are, man. चाहे भुवनेश्वर में हो, मदुराई में हो, या हैदराबाद में हो, या बैंगलोर में हो, या पुणे में हो, या मुंबई में हो, या दिल्ली में हो, जाओ भाई, जाओ. नॉर्थ कोरिया, it's done भाई. It's done for you. You will continue to suffer. I am going to the Dublin Arsenal screening भाई. I'm going to Dublin Arsenal screening. There is no watch along. And there is no watch along because I do not want to give even a single one of you the opportunity to just watch a fucking amazing day of ours on YouTube. No chance. You will go out, you will be social, you will have fun, you will meet fellow gooners, you will meet probably the love of your life, and you will enjoy watching our trophy parade with absolute strangers. By this has been a season where everything paid off, where everything worked out. Enjoyed भाई. ये देखो पोखरा नेपाल में भी हो रही है आर्सेनल पोखरा फैंस की तरह. Doesn't have to be 1,000 people screening. It can be 5, it can be 6, it can be 10 people also भाई. At least give us some date for Baba and Lols. Probably Saturday दोस्तों. Probably tomorrow is Saturday. I don't know. Maybe after the last match day of the Premier League. So yeah, man. What about Drog Baba? Have you met the love of your life? Yes. I met the love of my life in 2003 and 2004. She was very pretty. She was red and white. Her name started with A, and oh my god, bhai, it is the longest relationship I've ever been in. It will be the longest relationship I will ever be in. And just like every relationship, there are highs and there are lows, and the highs are the really high highs, and the lows are the really low lows. Bhai, amazing. When are you coming to India? When we see a vlog of you going door to door, why will I go door to door, bhai? When am I coming to India? Probably Diwali, man. Probably Diwali or Christmas. Drog dhaba pe karo screening, yes. I am also happy for Anne Hathaway, bhai. Toxic our relationship, but we ball. Bhai, you feel something, man. You feel something. Or door pe hagne. You wait. You wait. Get a Canon tattoo. Yeah, doston, this is where I need help. Like there are all obviously a lot of Arsenal themed tattoos ke options, but something has to be personal. Something has to be very specific about this season. What should it be? What should it be for an Arsenal tattoo that is very specific about this season? A quote, a symbol, something. I ain't getting anybody's face tattooed on me. Forget that. I ain't getting a corner flag tattooed on me. Forget that. Set piece bhi nahi yaar. No, not that yaar. Set pieces have been there and corners have been there for 3 4 years now. Something very specific about this season. Let's go by 28 months for you. It's not done. Yeah, it's not done is a good one, man. It's not done is one. There is another idea where, there's a banner which says, or when Arteta says, make it happen, and just you cut out the make and said, made it happen. There's there. Um, there's a lot, bhai. Hinkapi's ki butt cheeks. Just get the badge. See, that's the thing. Something has to mean for this season, bhai. Let it all work out is a good one. Bulb tattoo would be a very nice one. Fire, I am fire would be amazing. There's something has to be personal about it, bhai. A theme of the season. Like corners and all that stuff has been there forever, bhai, and it will be there next season as well. देखना पड़ेगा भाई. It's not done is a nice one, but getting it's not done tattooed somewhere has to be Arsenal themed. Bhai. Over land and sea, yeah. Kroopy Junior tattoo. I don't know, bhai. I don't think we'll win the Champions League. I'll be honest. I'll be level with you. This ain't even playing the underdog gimmick. PSG is just a better team than us, man. Like something extraordinary has to happen. If we have to win, okay, Mazak said, if we have to win the Champions League, we don't have to play football. We don't have to go toe to toe with PSG. We just have to ruin the game for them. Genuinely, we just have to ruin the game for them. Break their rhythm, punish them, brutalize them, set piece them, Maru, defend for your fucking life. And we have to score first. We have to score first. It has never been in the Champions League that the losing team has scored first. Can you believe it? So, yeah. देखते हैं दोस्तों क्या सीन है because we don't have to play, we don't have to go band for band versus PSG. PSG realized they don't have to go band for band with Bayern Munich and they stunk up the game. They scored and this is like ab tod ke dikhao. So yeah, man, I have very little hopes, which will make winning it all the more sweeter, bhai. I have zero hopes against PSG. लोग कहते हैं ना 1% hope, 99% faith. I have 0% because I know they're a better team. But I hope we do something magical, bhai. We just have to do it, bhai. Job's not finished. It's not done. We can still make it happen, bhai. It's been a great season for us anyways, bhai. It's been a great season for us anyway. Now is just see now it's just a question, can we make it from a great season to a magical one, to a historic one, bhai? Thank you so much, Pest Boy, for being happy for me. Love you so much, bhai. Thank you so much, Dhruv Pandya, for being on the stream, bhai. Love you so much as well. I want UCL no matter what. That's what we get bantered the most. There will always be something to banter us about, I promise you. I'm very curious to see what we do. Um, to beat PSG, we'll have to resort to some proper shithousery. Oh, we have to make the world's piss boil, भाई. दुनिया को पिस ऑफ करना पड़ेगा पीएसजी को हराने के लिए. इतनी टाइप की फुटबॉल खेलनी पड़ेगी. We'll have to, like दोस्तों, इतने सारे मीम्स रिटायर हो गए हैं इस विन के बाद. You have no idea. You remember the meme where there's like speak no evil, sorry, speak no trophies, here see no trophies, and all that stuff. That meme is retired. The quadruple bottling meme is retired. Um, you've only got corner kid is retired. So many things are. Bhai, you know what makes it so sweet? You know what makes it so sweet is that In the last 4 5 after that City loss, the games that we have won, apart from Fulham, were so narrow and edgy, were so narrow and edgy that everyone had to be invested in them. Ki kash Arsenal gir jaye. We teased the fuck out of all the hate watchers, bhai. We teased the fuck out of all the hate watchers, and they. The most beautiful thing is ki if we had won any game like 3-0, 4-0 in the first half, they would have switched off. They would have gone about their lives. We made the hate watchers watch every single minute of the football they despise, and they saw us win every single time. They saw us win every single time. It got so bad for them, they started cheering against their own fucking team. कि मेरी टीम हार जाए बस आर्सेनल नहीं जीतनी चाहिए. मेरी टीम हार जाए बस आर्सेनल नहीं जीतनी चाहिए. It is so sweet to win it the way we wanted. Because everyone said set pieces से नहीं जीत पाओगे, हम जीत गए. Everyone said open play goals नहीं मारोगे तो नहीं जीत पाओगे, हम जीत गए. Everyone said अब तो पेप कैच कर लेगा, ये सिटी ऐसी हो जाती है, हम जीत गए भाई. हमने पेप को एक रेस में हरा दिया. Everyone like own goals ये है वो है, हम जीत गए भाई. Every single thing they said, it's not possible, this is not right, this is not football. We won. We won over 38 games over 10 months. We won, bhai. And that is the beauty of it. That's what makes it so much sweeter. They watched 600 minutes. They watched the ball cross into the net versus West Ham. They cheered. They thought they got us, and we still ended up winning that game, bhai. We still ended up winning that game. We made them fully hate PGMOL to the point everyone wants what we wanted for the last 2 3 seasons, bhai. For the last 2 3 seasons, we were crying कि PGMOL को हटाओ and referees को change करो, ये सब बकवास, and everyone said shut the fuck up and get on with it, bhai. We made everybody turn against PGMOL, bhai. All people can say now is Arsenal PGMOL title. And you know what you can tell them, bhai? What a trophy, bhai. You can tell them what a trophy that is for you, bhai. Literally, that is it. You can tell them what a trophy that is for you. Bhai, अब तो मैं कहता हूँ one of the weirdest agendas from this season, which is that Saka versus Messi, जो पता नहीं कहाँ से भी आ जाता है भाई. Double down, man. Make it even more horrible, भाई. Saka versus Messi पता नहीं कहाँ से आ गया. Brother, it's time to put Gabriel versus more than Maldini, bhai. If these guys think we were insufferable, then make them suffer now, bhai. Yes, Pep is really leaving, bhai. But chodo. It shouldn't be about what we make other people suffer. I just love the fact. I just fucking love the fact that everybody hate watched every single minute of it, bhai. Every single minute of it, bhai. They watched us every single minute. Can you imagine, dosto, the thrill, the fucking high of making your hate watchers watch every single second of you winning? We watched because we have to watch. We are emotionally invested in Arsenal. We are all Gooners, we're all Gunners fans, we're all Arsenal fans. We've been supporting this club for 8, 2, 3, 10, 12, 50 saal. These guys have no emotional investment to Arsenal, and they end up watching every single game, every single kick till the full-time whistle blew, and all that they did at the end of it was say Arsenal. That's it. That's it, man. This is what I'm saying. दिल्ली या देहरादून में स्क्रीनिंग का बता दो. दिल्ली में WTF कर रहा है. So you can check out WTFofficial.in, but I would also recommend Pebble Street. That is my favorite venue. So bhai, they were holding on to Burnley. They were holding on to Burnley, man. They were holding on to Burnley for hope, man. And उसमें भी हमने 1-0 सेट पीस से गोल मारा. उसमें भी उनको चांस दिखाए. Bhai, do this, man. This is just beautiful. It's just beautiful. They hate watched us not for 5 games, but they hate watched us for 10 months. For 10 months, they hate watched us, man. Every single game they hate watched. Every single game they hate watched, and they were hoping Arsenal crumble करेगी. Arsenal ये हो जाएगा, वो हो जाएगा. हर एक टीम. Chat. I'm sorry. Our hate watchers were sluts, man. I am sorry. Our hate watchers were full on sluts, भाई. किसी को भी बाप बना लेते हैं वो. लिटरली किसी भी टीम, जो भी टीम को हम खेल रहे हैं, आज वो बाप है मैन. It's not even the Indian dudes, man. Matisse had fucking Spanish flags when we were playing Atletico Madrid, bhai. ठीक है? Our hate watchers are sluts, bhai. Literal sluts. That's what they are. And all they got for all this season when we were playing was 5 losses, 7 draws, one final loss against City, one semi loss against Southampton, and maybe one loss against PSG. So maybe it's what? 12 12, 13, 14, maybe 15 times in 10 months is when they will get joy. That's crazy, bhai. It's crazy. I respect Drogba and the Chelsea fans who still want Chelsea to do well. The other ones, you ain't Chelsea fans, bhai. You should be called Tottenham Blue. You are Tottenham Blue, bhai. How dare you say that Chelsea should lose to City so Arsenal don't win, bhai? No fucking way, bhai. Southampton, you mean Spyhampton. I am telling you, bhai. Bhai, run the agendas, bhai. Call Gyökeres better than Harry Kane, bhai. Tell him that he's a better legacy than Harry Kane, bhai. 3 consecutive titles जीते अपना विक्टर ग्योकरेस. ठीक है? Do it, man. Say fucking win the dog is better than your favorite hate watch rival, man. I don't give a shit. Bhai, karo, man. Karo, man. We talked about City Pool, bro. We talked about City Pool as well, bhai. None of this nice things, bhai. Do it, bhai. Do it for everyone who hate watches, man, is gonna get it. I'm gonna make the summer miserable for everyone, bhai. No fucking way, man. No fucking way. Everyone's summer I will ruin personally, bhai. I will ruin everyone's summer personally, bhai. These guys think World Cup will distract us. No chance World Cup will distract us. Are you mad? Have you seen the sort of fucking um Bhai, have you seen the fucking sort of trolling we've been going through? No chance. Few words about Unai Aston Villa looking dangerous. Bhai, shout out to Unai Emery, bhai. His fifth, sixth Europa League win. He's got Villa Champions League again. He's doing decently in the league as well, bhai. They just have to figure it out how to manage their finances now. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Bhai. Run it, man. Look, none of that City Pool shit. We hate City, bhai. They hate us, we hate them. United के साथ करेंगे ये करेगा. None of this City Pool stuff, man. We ain't doing the City Pool stuff. Ki wow, suck each other off, man. We ain't doing it. Great competitive rivalry, great high quality football. We ain't sucking them off, bhai. I am sorry. We ain't calling them our greatest rival, bhai. We ain't praying for their success. No chance. No chance. Have you seen the Villa parade? I didn't see it, bhai. No, 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 no. I did not see the Villa parade. Sorry, boss. Bhai, don't, don't. It's not the time to be the nice guy, man. Is all I'm saying. It's not the time to be the nice guy. We were nice all along, bhai. It's not the time to be nice guy. अब नहीं तो कब भाई? Because hostilities will resume again after the World Cup. भाई करो जो करना है भाई. करो. जितने शेमलेस हमारे राइवल्स रहे हैं ना इस पूरे सीजन, जितने शेमलेस हमारे राइवल्स रहे हैं इस पूरे सीजन भाई, उसका उसका थोड़ा पार्ट तो अपन को भी शेमलेस बनना पड़ेगा भाई. Yeah. United hasn't won in 14 years, bhai. Couldn't be my club, bhai. Couldn't be my club. Bhai, can you imagine supporting a club who's not won it for 14 years? It's absolutely mad. Anyways, when will we stream next is a good question. And when is the final game of the season? Arsenal is a club of sluts. We are, bhai. We are sexy fucking sluts. We ain't shameless sluts. Alright, Sunday is the final game of the season. We ain't doing a stream then. I will be there right now on Ish's channel. So Ish Khera ko aap follow kar लीजिए. We will talk about Arsenal more. I'd love talking about Arsenal. तो ईश के चैनल पे मुझे मिल लेना. बाबा एंड लॉल्स मोस्ट लाइकली हम मंडे को ट्राई करेंगे. विल ट्राई इट ऑन मंडे दोस्तों. ठीक है, चलो. ऑलराइट दोस्तों, आई विल सी यू ऑल सून. टॉक टू यू लेटर. थैंक यू सो मच. स्ट्रीम लाइक कर देना, सब्सक्राइब कर देना. एंड भाई, बीट दीज हेट वॉचर्स भाई, बीट दीज स्लट्स. चलो, सी यू ऑल सून. टॉक टू यू लेटर. बाय बाय. गुड नाइट एंड एंड स्ट्रीम.